Get that bulge ready for daddy. What's up, Chad? How you doing? Hit that like button. It's out of nowhere. Jake's in the house. I'm in the house. Your mother's in the house. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the link is here. The donate link. There it is in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. I make you here. If you guys would like to be in the chat, make sure you jump over to my other channel, the Joe Cronin Show channel. Joe Cronin Show on YouTube. If you're on the corrupted link, come over to Joe Cronin Show to jump in the chat and get weird. This is Out of Nowhere, episode 254. Oh, man, look at Charlotte's big tatas. I want some of them tatas, man. And the first thing we got to do before we do anything tonight is we got to shout out the man. This guy is the man. And you know what I'm talking about because man rhymes with Dan. Last night, Dan Kennedy goes fucking apeshit at AEW. And this bastard, he goes and not only does he bring a Joe Cronin Show sign, right? He brings a Joe Cronin Show sign, but he also catches Cody Rhodes' shoe. And then, after he catches Cody Rhodes' shoe...
Oh, yeah. We got a new subscriber, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Freak out.
Holy shit. We get another new sub. Every time we get a sub, a North Korean sex slave is freed. Thank you very much, Douglas, for freeing another North Korean sex slave. It doesn't get any better than that, Douglas Gatrell.
We can't free any more of the slaves, Joe.
What?
We don't have enough left to free, but we can feed them.
Well, they'll take that too because they're starving over there.
Yeah, we'll just feed them.
But listen, I appreciate that. But let me go back to my thing. Dan, listen, they saw the sign. He asked about getting something signed, and they came back. And I know it's because he had the Joe Cronin Show sign. You know, that's got to be what it was. And Cody Rhodes was like, yeah, I'm going to sign everything you got. Bring it on over here. And then only did Dan Kennedy get everything signed by Cody Rhodes. He got the shoe signed. He got his merch signed. He got the fucking Joe Cronin Show signed by Cody Rhodes.
That's crazy.
That is just... And do you remember just a couple of days ago I was telling you guys, man, Cody Rhodes is so fucking awesome. It's almost unbelievable.
That's the thing. He's a great person. That's why it's baffling with what's going on with him in the ring and the reaction he's getting, because it comes down to creative. It's not him. We've seen that. Well,
it's a little bit of what he.
It's weird.
It's a little bit of what he says. I get it. But it's like, in the end, my thing is, I just like him so much. I just like him. Even dude,
that's the thing. A lot of people do, but he was, like you said, monumental run and all he's accomplished, and it just seems like he's either ill-advised now, or this sounding board that he has is not really anything more than a bunch of yes men. It seems he needs somebody to get into his corner and say, "Stop bringing certain things up. Your half mixed baby is not going to be the world savior."
Yeah, it's just like, well, see, that's the thing is, I don't think that's even what he he would think that is not even correct. But I think it's just like I don't think he understands, or maybe he doesn't. He might understand. He definitely understands, because it was in his promo the other night where he was trying to sort of explain everything, which was very interesting. But it's just that the do-gooding stuff, the legacy thing, people aren't relating to it anymore. But here's the thing: I don't blame him, because at one time this is what got him over. The idea of, look, who you know who I am. You know what they did to my father and back in the day, and the polka dots and everything else, and what they've done to my family. But I have a real family legacy, and it was kind of like people were on board with the idea that his father's a legend, his family is legendary. Goldust is great. Dustin Rhodes is great. He's great. And that they were undervalued, underappreciated. But at some point, that undervalued, underappreciated became, I'm like I'm Simba. And at some point, people turned on Simba. They were like, okay, you kind of just think you're all that, at this point. And so it's what worked for him before is now working against him. I mean, he took a fucking video with Dan Kennedy. Look at this, Cody Rhodes holding up the Cronin sign.
Hey, Joe. There we go.
I mean, this is fire. Look at Cody. He's like, man, what am I fucking doing? He's laughing his balls off because he knows how fucking weird we are. And Dan
with no
Kennedy,
shoes.
And he's got no shoes because Dan Kennedy has one of his shoes, And God bless Dan Kennedy. How about that? I go there last time AEW was in Boston. I get to meet Dan Kennedy. We hang out for like the whole time. This time he goes, I'm not there, but he hangs out with Cody Rhodes, gets his shoe, and Cody Rhodes holds up my sign and then signs everything Dan Kennedy has. Amazing shit.
Out of everything, too, for him to get that shoe, I rewatched that a couple of times. That was incredible. For him, of all people, to end up with the shoe is nuts.
Yeah, man. That is crazy. And what's crazy, too, is this isn't like an autograph signing. Again, this is
Cody walked back out to personally seek him out and pull him over, sign stuff, and meet him. Because there's fans that were there that knew Cody and what was going on that took pictures of him off to the side meeting Cody. So you could see the show is still going on, but Cody came back out specifically to meet the people that, got the shoes and see Dan. And like you said, that Cronin show sign, now autographed, went a long way.
That's insane. So. That's insane. Like, I mean, that's hilariously insane. I'm actually, what I'm excited about? I'm not even excited. I mean, I am, but I'm not even excited about, that Cody is still cool and still even goes, oh, Joe Cronin, I know that guy. Look, give me that sign. I'm gonna hold the sign up for you and Joe. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Joe? Like, it's not even that. I'm excited because he had an amazing experience and he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Like, he had such a good time, man. That was so cool of
AEW. It's the same reason we partially enjoy the Saudi shows with the kids being entertained. That's something we enjoy seeing, the fans that don't always get those chances, and to have such a special moment. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, I'm at the point now where I'm enjoying when other people are happy, and sometimes I'm not even happy, and I'm like, well, as long as they had a good time.
Yeah, live vicariously through others. That's the way to be.
Well, though, AEW I like AEW, so the good thing is I like it too, so that's fucking awesome.
I mean, I really enjoyed last night, all in all. I mean, not a show to write home about, but certainly nothing like Raw or even SmackDown lately. Any of the WWE products, really. NXT hasn't even been great, so there's nothing to fall back on at this point. AEW, at least, has been entertaining, something for everyone. If you don't like one thing, you'll move on. Sadly, the ratings don't reflect that, and they didn't even manage to break 1 million with their return to Wednesday night.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What though? That's a switch. When you switch the first week, to me, is rough. But you would expect going from that night to the Wednesday that they would go up.
I would figure they would go up, knowing that they just had. See, that might work against them because instead of having a week between Dynamites, it went from Saturday to Wednesday, so there was still, it felt more recent. And then on top of it, did people not know, thinking it was on Saturday again, or were people confused?
Yeah, that's what I thought maybe.
That's a bit of an issue. But they got 910,000 viewers average, and they got a 0.4 in the 18 to 49 demo. So
yeah,
huge improvement from their Saturday numbers, because they had 515 and 578 previously. So not a great number for their Saturday Dynamite, but that was expected.
Oh shit. Oh my God.
Frog off.
Hi, hope all is well with you guys. I
Holy
heard
shit.
that Ring of Honor is going through some financial hardship. What is your opinions on this?
Oh my God, bro. Tim Drake just dropped $69, baby. We got to get the song up for him. I don't know why it didn't play. I got to get it up. Holy shit, Tim Drake. And Tim Drake is an OG. That's nuts, Tim. What's up, bro?
$5 coming from Vatican. Hey, I want to let you know that you're. What did he say? That I'm gay? He called...
Thanks, GameStar. Tim Drake, holy shit, bro. Yeah. So, what's the opinion on the Ring of Honor, Tim? Man, thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
bomb.
Red Robin dropping in there. We got to
get that.
Badass.
I got to get that Dono song back up. Bear with me a minute, Tim. I'll get it for you.
Super chat party.
Oh shit! What up, Alex Oli?
Jake, I'm going to SmackDown at XL Center in few weeks. What's it like there?
Oh,
Nice place. Never been to Connecticut.
outside.
Also, Midget Man blocked me Monday.
Go get some crack outside the building.
Well,
Alex
yeah,
Oli, thank
outside of Hartford, parking's a pain in the ass. But once you're inside, and you can enter from just about anywhere. The XL Center has restaurants and things like that before you actually get into the place. It's kind of like a mini version of a mall on the outside. You go inside to the actual arena, and the good thing is it's spacious, but it's not gigantic. So no matter where you're sitting, you'll be able to see quite well. And I think that it's one of the better arenas. Sound
right.
quality is really good, so you'll have a good time.
I got it, Jake. I've almost got it. I've almost got it. I've almost got it.
Let's get gay, baby.
I need to find it. Hold on. It's coming. I thought I
shocked
had
it
it.
didn't come up, but
No, I thought I had it.
Red Robin dropping in. Tim Drake, thank you so much. And
Where is the link to this? Oh, is this it?
Danny wanted to go to that SmackDown that's coming up, but even I
did?
was like just overly hesitant.
She
Even if
wanted-
we had the money, it's like it just doesn't seem like it'll be. I don't know. If you haven't been and you want, I'm sure it'll be a good experience. They'll have pyro. Roman Reigns has a match that night as well. At front row.
Wait,
yeah,
she wanted to
lower
go
level.
to SmackDown?
Yeah, front row, lower level. That'll be a hell of a good seat, especially XL Center. The way they have the seating arranged, like I said, there's no bad seat, but the sound's great, and when they do the pyro and stuff, they clear the smoke out really good. Ventilation's important. You don't think about it often, but it makes a big difference, and it worked quite well there. So I'm trying to remember which one it was. There was I know the New Haven Coliseum sucked for pyro. It used to just sit there over the ring forever. There would just be this haze of fog, especially when Kane's pyro went off. The corner pyro, that leftover sulfur smell and the the fog that
Sulfur
coincides,
smell.
it would just sit there for 15 minutes before it would dissipate. It was terrible.
Oh,
So-
that's awful, dude. I'd be like, I'm getting cancer. I'm getting cancer right
well,
now.
then it blocks the entire view of the ring, so you can't see anything that's going on. House shows for that, they eventually stopped doing pyro, and then they added like the little poppers above the ring on the ceiling, so it wasn't anything great. But the gay men loved it. They're all about the poppers.
And I would be there ready to volunteer my services.
Yeah, Big
I
John
found
and
it.
Little John, they're all about it.
I found it, I think. I don't know. It's not playing the audio, though. What is going on? Like, it's weird. I just found I just found it, but it's not playing the audio. That
Yes,
is
Money in the
weird.
Bank was there 2019. We were there with Monetize This title.
Wait,
So,
what? When we were there?
2019.
Oh, you were
we
there,
brought-
yeah.
I was there. We brought the Monetize This title. And then we went to SmackDown together. And that was, I think, 2017?
Oh, I found it.
You got it.
Let's get gay, let's get gay. I want that gay in my face. I want that gay. Let's get gay. It's a party with the gays. I love gays. I love gays. I want gays. I'm not straight. I want gay, 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 gay. I want that gay up in my face. Let's get so gay. Let's get so gay. And I love gays in my face.
This is a test donation for $69.
Since I couldn't get it to play for real, I had to go with the testy. So testy 1, 2, 3 for Tim Drake. Let's answer Tim Drake's question, actually, because he had a question and we just bowled over it. Hi, hope all is well. I heard that Ring of Honor is going through some financial hardship. What's your opinions? Well, Jake, I mean, we know that everyone's gone, and
yeah, all of their contracts not being renewed. Everyone's going nuts online. There's even petitions saying that Danhausen needs to be hired by AEW as of yesterday. Needs to be hired. You know, I just don't get the hype around him. I mean, he's an entertaining character, but is that really what AEW needs right now? Do they need more characters at this point?
You know,
I feel like that was what was improving them when they started stepping away from. I hate to throw certain names under the bus like this, but it has made a difference getting away from the Joey Janela, Sonny Kiss, and things of the like, the mid cards, and now we're dealing with Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, the bigger names. It feels like, and it's made a difference in the show being, I feel, more entertaining.
I think it is. I think there's a place for the comedy side of things, like in that sort of lower mid card role. Kind of like, because WWE had sort of that thing going on. I don't know about Danhausen. It's weird.
I don't dislike him. I'm just not crazy about it.
I don't like his thing. I don't like what he does. I don't watch anything he does. I start watching it and I try to watch it. But so what's weird about Danhausen is I like him, and I really, really respect his because he's YouTube. He did everything on YouTube. Then he got signed. So I really respect it, and I like him. I just am not a big fan of it yet. It hasn't clicked, and it may at some point click with me where I enjoy what he's doing. It hasn't done that yet with me, and that's just me. It doesn't mean anything other than I just haven't fallen in love with it like other people.
I hope that they're able to come back stronger than ever and make a new Ring of Honor, but I feel like this is going to be it in a way. Like, they're saying they'll come back so fans aren't going nuts.
Why they sell the tape library then?
I think that's what they're going to end up doing.
No, the rumor today is that they're looking for highest bids on their entire video library.
Yeah, that's not confirmed. That's the rumor.
Now
that's what makes me think. And my original thought yesterday was, they're not going to come back. They're just saying that now because it makes it easier for fans to not have to revolt against the company being like, oh, you're done? This is ridiculous.
No, I think
if they're saying they're rebooting.
I'll tell you what this means. It means that they understand that people like Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, whatever, they're all thirsty for content. So if Ring of Honor is kind of out of money at this point, and if they ended now, they'd break even and walk away and everything be over. But if they have a little bit of capital or have a little bit of something, or if they have an idea of how they could do that, well, the idea is clean the books, and then the idea is shop around all your previous footage so that you can maybe do a share with it. So if you say, listen, we'll sell this to you exclusively for like 2 years, or we own half of it, or we own part of it too still, we're allowed to license it, but you own it technically. That's what they're trying to do, is they rebrand and rebuild. So they can still use their old footage, but somebody else technically has exclusive rights to the entire video library. So if Netflix says, oh, yeah, we'd love to put everything Ring of Honor ever did on Netflix, we'll give you $500,000. Well, there's $500,000.
I imagine it would be worth a lot more than that, too.
It might be, because little shit, like, dude, like ghost fuckers and like dildo car rebuild and whatever the fuck, and just stupid shit left, and like playground fucking review.
Netflix pays top dollar for those joke movies that you would say, like, did somebody make that in their basement? But because you're watching it because you watched everything else on Netflix, what else are you going to watch? So you keep scrolling, you find a joke. All right, well, this is ridiculous, but you watch the whole thing, and they need content. That's why WWE Network wants to get every other library they can get their hands on to add to the Peacock library. And now that NBC can kind of foot the bill for it,
said cock.
Why not? Yeah, why not go for the cock?
Yeah, go for the cock. That's the slogan right there. No, but it's
Go for the cock.
I probably Netflix would offer Ring of Honor anywhere between I don't even know, so I'm throwing out wide numbers. I would say anything between $300,000 and $3 million for the entire Ring of Honor library. Whatever that number is, $300,000 to $3 million, that's huge for them. If they can get $1 to $2 million, that funds whatever they decide to business plan out the next 2 years, and that's how they keep themselves going. That's why I think that the rumors are true that they're shopping around the video library to Hulu.
I do believe it is the case, because that's money on the table that you're wasting the opportunity of getting at this point. Why not? People want to be able to go back, and the thing is, there is nowhere to really access a lot of this content. You know, they have the Ring of Honor, you know, but it's like there's still things that are missing that would possibly be available going forward. Their Honor Club library has lost rights and is diminished in some aspects too, especially when the switch to Sinclair happened. So if they can get everything going forward, like what WWE Network
oh my God,
that would be massive.
Someone just, Reckless Jeff just said, look at the Sinclair stock. Holy shit.
Yeah, not looking pretty.
I mean, dude, oh my God, I'm going to buy Sinclair stock.
Wait for it to bottom out a bit more.
Yeah, keep going. Well, it's actually about where it normally would be. At $26 is not that, but if it goes, I don't know, man, that's wow. All right, so potentially to go up to $33. I don't know. That's not good. Those trends aren't good, actually. Look at that.
No, it looks more impactful initially.
Up, down, down, down. Up, down, down. Up, down, down. More down, down. It's trending down for sure over time. You know I can't believe the rise in April though. It hit an all-time high in 2019. Jesus. But that might, I don't know, man. That might be it, because if they sell their library and then relaunch, then the stock's going to go up. So when they sell their library to somebody, or whatever they do, their revenue, and they launch a new wrestling show or whatever they do.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a financial issue, because they did good by the wrestlers. They paid everybody during the entire time of the pandemic, even people that weren't working yet or hadn't even wrestled for a show at all. They had just been signed for a few deals here and there, and things didn't even, they paid everybody what they could and really took care of their own. But now they're broke, and yeah, Sinclair has been through worse, but it to me, I almost feel like they're not, even with their planned like rebranding and moving forward, the ROH, it would be like 5.0 at this point in time realistically, but they're 2.0 if they're going to follow in the footsteps of NXT. I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I just don't see that happening. I mean, Sinclair's not broke. It's just what they're doing for ROH is whatever money they put into that is done for. So
yeah, Sinclair will do well, but this is something that will impact
Sinclair
the
is
stock.
fine. They're just not. It doesn't seem like they want to be in the wrestling side of things going forward. Get rid of the library, earn some type of revenue and perpetuity going forward for that if they maintain the rights, or they'll just sell it all off if it's more profitable that way. Either still, I think the wrestlers will be okay because of the independent scene starting to thrive again, and there are so many territories coming back to life in a sense. We still have major promotions, but we're starting to get back into the territory days in a sense, where there's so many rival local promotions that you're getting the local scene to have their own stories that carries over from town to town. And
do you know what I would do?
What's that?
If I was Impact Wrestling, I would buy Ring of Honor. I'd buy the Vault. I'd buy Ring of Honor. And then it would be, because it's Impact, it's not TNA, it would be Ring of Honor, Impact would be the show. Ring of Honor is now the company. So Impact becomes Ring of Honor. Impact becomes the show, because the name is, I think the name is fire. I think, your name was TNA, now it's Impact. Impact's a name. You keep the Impact name because that's the show everybody knows. Ring of Honor really, doesn't have a show everybody knows. They have pay-per-view events that like Code of Honor and those type of things that everybody knows, Best in the World and stuff like that. So
Make the company Ring of Honor, but the show Impact.
right. So the show is Impact.
I like that.
The company is now Ring of Honor, and now you have Slammiversary and a couple of those shows that Bound for Glory, Slammiversary, Code of Honor, Best in the World, and all that lineage and classic.
Yeah, Final
shit.
Battle. You bring those in.
Right. And you rebrand and you rework your own show a little bit. So now you got something. If those two combined, because Impact has its problems and all that stuff, and Ring of Honor had its problems, and if you really take those two together though and smash them together, like, wow, I mean, like, you do get a little bit stronger no matter what. Whether it was Impact going to Ring, see, if Impact goes to Ring of Honor though, there's really nothing there. The only thing Ring of Honor would do well with is the Impact name. So now we have the show Impact, but they don't have a TV show like Impact does. But Impact does have their TV show still, albeit it's different. The cable companies work different. So it's still too bad that they can't merge together. They would have the power of Sinclair in that, and the local TV rights that they could have their show promoted on. But what both of them need to do is be visible somewhere fairly common where everyone can figure it out. They need better visibility, and they need to merge together. You merge them together, and you have better visibility, you got a stronger company. That just makes sense to me. But, again, Ring of Honor, it also makes sense if Ring of Honor can get top dollar or a good chunk of money for, I mean, dude, thousands of hours of content. Netflix or Hulu or fucking hell Peacock somebody would like to probably pick up Ring of Honor. Somebody, somewhere, something.
I guarantee that vault is worth more than we're both
able to
fathom.
It could be.
Because the rights alone, I mean, they still do, every now and again they had it where they did like classic pay-per-view streams for $9.99, and they were selling not a ton, but a couple thousand here and there per event, like during the pandemic. And so you figure that's, if you charge $9.99 a month to access all of that, people were buying one old show that you could probably find on Daily Motion on YouTube for $10. That shows there's interest in the product. I'm not saying, I don't know how much interest, but there definitely is interest.
Listen, I want to say thank you guys in the chat. You guys are saying a bunch of crazy shit tonight for us. You guys have a lot of questions, a lot of comments. So I'm going to play the donations because you guys have a lot to say. And I really want to shout out Tim Drake for spurring this conversation with everything that's going on with Ring of Honor. And also, $69 is a huge, that's like you funded the show almost fully tonight. But yeah, we could always use more. So bring it on, baby. And I guess Dan Kenny said the sign is not signed, but oh, that stinks. But at least Cody held it up. That's crazy. So that was nice of him.
But he signed everything else. So
imagine if he signed the sign. Awesome. That's weird. Like if he did, I thought that was strange. Like he signed.
By the way, I had read the message and when I thought he meant he signed the sign.
I thought so too. Someone told me he did, and I was like, "Oh, he did? Okay." But anyway, everybody on Corrupted, we're going to be dropping off over there. So jump over to the Joe Cronin Show channel right now. If you're watching this I wanted to test my streaming over there, so that's why I went live on the other channel as well. So come on over to Joe Cronin Show. You know the deal. And there's a chat over here too. Kisses. Come on over, guys. We'll see you there.
Tomorrow night, monetize this. Whether I have the title or not, Garguts is getting his ass whooped. And I'm putting the title on the line.
You're going to put the title on the line even if you don't have it?
Even if I don't have the belt, guess what? I'm still the champion. It's been far too long. It's been 2 months at least at this point, if not longer. It needs to be defended. Okay? So if I have to use the beautiful, out of nowhere title in the meantime to, go ahead
placeholder.
And monetize this titles. Yeah.
Fuck, where'd you get that Ghostbusters shirt? What the fuck, bro? I love that thing. Neon pink, whatever the fuck.
It was clearance for $1. How do you beat that?
What's it from the women's one?
God knows, but hey,
it looks awesome.
I like it.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. That's just the infrared, or not the infrared, but you know what I mean. When you flip it, what was it called when you used to turn on the night vision and you open your mouth and
inverted
green?
Yeah.
It's not quite night vision, but it's like the inverse look or whatever. It is. But yeah, that's what that is. I like that.
Yeah, I was like, can't go wrong with Ghostbusters. And speaking of which, more people than I expected were really not happy with the Elite's entrance last night. We saw on many dirt sheet and wrestling news sites. Yeah, you had said, but I thought more people would be for it. Fans dragged Adam Cole and the Elite for their entrances, and funny enough, I mean, they got this all together in rapid succession, very quick time. Right. It was about 2 hours that they were able to go ahead and nail the recording of the Elite Ghostbusters theme song. They contacted Mikey Ruckus at 5:30, and he got it to them at 8:03. Incredible, because they had a different entrance. They, according to Fightful Select, they were going out as a Squid Game style entrance. Oof. And TNT shot down the idea when they heard the plan. I don't know if it's because they were worried about Netflix or
why
the issue with Warner Media.
People are
I'm
so
not
scared
sure,
about Squid Game. I don't know why.
They thought it would be too controversial, or maybe they were just worried about the IP. And they thought that they could easily get away with Ghostbusters since it was more parody.
Yeah,
I guess. But but those costumes and everything was done in very quick time.
Okay, see, here's the thing: you can really break this down. And I know we're gonna go to the donations, and I know you guys want to hear about the donations. So real quick, before we go to the donations, though, see, the thing about this is, I like it and I hate it, and I'm also confused. All of the above. That's the thing. That, like, I gotta find a photo of this. That's the thing that drives me, that, like, sort of confuses me about the whole thing. And by the way, I do see that everybody was telling us Sinclair was hacked 2 weeks ago by a Russian group. We'll talk about more about that later, so that may play into it as well. But I understand, like, why it was funny and why it was awesome, and
because they told a good story. I mean, Kenny was getting jealous. Adam Cole wasn't tagging him in. Kenny doesn't get the kiss from the Young Bucks, and he made a face when Adam was getting, the 3-way kiss and all of the super click stuff. You can kind of see Kenny was like feeling left out and looked depressed in a sense. Like, that's what they were trying to feed in the story there. But we weren't paying attention to that because of the stupid Ghostbusters and all the antics on the outside and the Stay Puft Marshmallow horse antics. So.
Well, here's the thing. Let's start with this. Why are the bad guys coming out to something like this that's so likable, like, in a way? Like, this is kind of likable, like, and funny and likable, and yeah, they still play it like pricks and everything, and they're still kind of like the bad guys. We get it. But this really isn't a heel thing to do. Coming out as one of the most beloved franchises people are going to cheer this kind of. Like, they're not going to boo it, really. So,
yeah.
This is hilarious. If you look at this picture that I, like...
Oh, yeah, this is great.
I mean, Adam Cole, baby, well, the fucking streams going off on the fucking proton.
Yeah, and the proton pack, and they're firing at each other. And they didn't do a stupid cross the streams moment, and they used the proton packs as weapons. Some people said Tony Khan paid copyright. I wouldn't doubt, they had to do something.
I don't know.
I don't know. They can get away with a lot with parody. You'd be surprised. But still, no matter what, I mean, I love Ghostbusters, obviously. I ain't afraid of no budge. Who are you going to call? The Elite. I mean, I laughed at the theme. I like the entrance. I guess the plant pyro, it was supposed to look more like streams coming out, but the streamer pyro didn't work as well as it did.
Well, we all know how they are with pyro over there.
Yeah, I was not surprised to see that it didn't work out well. So
it's just like, this
Ghostbusters,
is funny.
I agree, Stone Roses, their faces. This should have been what the Dark Order did.
Yeah, exactly. The Dark Order just came out like a bunch of morons, like, and then they get this awesome Ghostbuster entrance. Like,
yeah, they were just in horse gear, cowboys, and
like
they had the big space jam. Yeah, Garguts just said it. You smelly son of a bitch.
You shouldn't even acknowledge that piece of shit in the chat.
Oh,
I gotta be honest.
I have to acknowledge him because he knows that I'm staring deep into his soul. I'm threatening the very foundation in which he stands. I'm coming, Garguts.
Ugh.
I'm coming.
It's weird.
That's the only way he understands.
No, it's just that this is, like, it doesn't make sense that they would come out to the Ghostbusters in a way. Like, it just is sort of weird. But again, like, I am a weird person. And this is going to affect me because it'd be better if I picked one side or the other. It'd be better if I was either furious about this or I loved it. One or the other would be better for me, career-wise, here on YouTube. But
I'm with you because I told you last night I kept contradicting myself. I went back and forth. I laughed at the entrance. I thought it was fun. Here's the thing. I wish the AEW World Champion wasn't involved in it because then it's just, I feel like the silliness brings it down. And I have to threaten Garguts with a good time. That's all he knows. That's the only way he understands.
It's one of those things where I had fun. It's almost like when you bang somebody and then you realize like they're like just this whale, and then the next day you feel weird and guilty anyway. It's the same thing. It's like while I was watching it, I was kind of laughing at it. I was like, this is funny as shit when the Ghostbusters, aha. But
Leave
like,
it to you to bring up the classic Coyote Ugly, you know?
Yeah. But then later I was like, man, I really should not be cheering this. And I think I even tweeted out like, this shouldn't even be acceptable as a dark match. Like this should...
See, I would more or less give it less crap if it was a dark match. If they just did it for the crowd afterwards, it's Halloween themed. Like, we'll do this for you guys to pop everybody. That was the stuff I didn't mind when like videos would leak at PWG of them doing ridiculous stuff. It wasn't meant to be televised, so I didn't have a problem with that. But when they would air the hand grenade and the thumb up everybody's ass and the dick suplex, stuff like that, that's not my cup of tea. It's not my bag, baby. It's not for me.
Do you know how it could have been worse? You know how it could have been worse? It could have been worse if they had done a costume contest instead. And so, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, four
Friday night
groups.
We're getting a Halloween street fight, so for the ladies, and we've already heard that that's a disaster. We heard that the only good thing to stay around for is the opening match of Bryan Danielson. I got to get used to calling him that.
Yeah, and
Eddie Kingston. Fans left after that. We'll talk more after that, but you know we got the donations coming in still.
Let me play those. Let me shout out to Mr. Pico's here. He's a member. He's got the green shit. He's got the logo, Mr. Pico Boulevard, and Fernando Rodriguez. Man, bang, he's here. Shout out to all the members in the chat, man. Thank you guys for dropping down and clicking that membership button and going the extra mile. Everybody who became a patron, we're so close to 300 patrons. I put out Meant to Offend a couple of days ago. You guys really liked it. I'm going to keep doing more of them. That got voted in on the polls. Let me play the donations. Yeah. Oh, we're getting close to Thanksgiving.
Oh, shit.
What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us?
Shout out to Tim Drake, the top dog. It's $69, man. Snap up. Oh, my private.
What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us, if they had to hate us, Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart. But first they'd eat our nuts, and then they'd eat our butt. The turkeys ate us. What if?
The Bep Jr.
What if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us?
Sorry, that'd be weird.
What if they ate our fucking nuts?
It looks like Bray Wyatt's reaching out to all of you.
Turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes. Instead the turkeys ate us.
Cody comes across as Triple H lied to the audience, but I love what he is doing with this meta heel who is still trying to be babyface. But Cody is the only dumbass in history who has a chest tattoo on his neck while having a neck tattoo on his chest.
Yeah.
It is questionable, the tattoo. I like it now, and it's weird, man. When he first got it, it was like, what is that? But I love that he's just nuts. I love it.
I still hate that tattoo. It's just not a great tattoo for the neck. The placement's weird, the look. And yeah, I mean, Cody kind of has the Lesnar feel to me lately, where it's like that constant predictability. And thank you, Soundwave, as always, bringing out the turkey donation right in time for Thanksgiving. You know, we're getting to the holiday season. We got Halloween coming up.
We should do.
Years flying by.
What can we do for a Halloween? I should do a Halloween donation since that's a. You know, I never did. I never
Especially
thought of
for Monetize This tomorrow. We have the Halloween edition of Monetize This.
I guess the funniest one. I mean, the Tommy NC, like what is it? The Tommy's Fake or whatever. That one had the pumpkin dancing.
Yeah,
which is a funny gif. The one dancing, but it was Tommy's head.
I thought that was Buy Me a Mask.
That was Buy Me a Mask. Yeah. Buy me a mask, buy me a mask, buy me a mask. Do you have $150?
With the CW dancing pumpkin.
Yes. So we have to come up with a new donation song for Halloween. Let me see.
We can bring back the classic.
Buy Me a Mask? I think it's...
No, your Halloween song.
Oh, no. We can't bring that back. Oh, no. Well, I could... It's Halloween, fucker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that could work. Halloween.
It could work.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
A little bit of twerking. Yeah. Could tweak it enough.
Get this guy dancing right here, you know, and it's got to be like sort of like spooky. Oh, like it's got to be like, you know, what's this?
I mean, people are complaining because the Elite whitewashed Ghostbusters. Spaz Phoenix is right.
Yeah.
They went ahead and they got rid of Winston.
What?
There was no black guy last night with the Elite.
Oh, okay. God, my God.
So they whitewashed Ghostbusters.
I thought you were saying the new movie. I'm like, I thought he was part of the new movie. What are you talking about? It's Halloween. It's Halloween. It's Halloween, cracker. It's Halloween, cracker. It's all Uncle motherfucking Green. Oh, God, I almost said... We'll have to record this off the air. Ooh, yeah. It's Halloween. I got my pumpkin. I got my pumpkin here. You got any kids? I want to touch them. I mean, I want candy. Give me candy. You got any kids? I want to give them candy and my candy. God, come on. The Halloween rapist. I'm sorry. Everybody has one in their neighborhood, and they need to be found and pummeled.
They're giving out more than just candy, trick and treats.
I told them all that the candy bar was in the candy bar, but the problem is the candy bar was going in their ass.
Oh, little John, Michael's come home.
Oh, what's this? Oh, this is terrifying. What the fuck is this?
Clowns are coming.
Yeah.
Give me kids, I mean candy. Yeah.
That's actually like the ICP song that I always... was scary right there. That's dark.
Put that over that video about the teacher explaining how she's changing her pronouns.
The teacher changing her pronouns. This music is not fucking scary. It's just annoying. It sounds like we're at a fucking shitty carnival.
Yeah.
That's... You all right? Yeah.
You're catching on now.
I don't want to be at a carnival. That's stupid. This is stupid too. Oh wait, this is better. No, wait. Oh, this is good. Here we go. Here we go.
Now we're spooky.
I'm pumpkin munching and I'm bumping. All I wanna do is fuck your muffin. Where's your mom? I wanna make her come in my pumpkin. Come in my pumpkin. Come in my pumpkin. Come in my pumpkin this Halloween. Come in my pumpkin. Come in my pumpkin. Come in my pumpkin this Halloween. Now we're getting somewhere. Come in my pumpkin. It's a new song. Oh, here we go. Let's kick it up a little more. So come in my pumpkin. Come in my pumpkin. Open the lid and fucking come in my pumpkin. Come in my pumpkin. Go come in my pumpkin. Come in my pumpkin this Halloween. Come in my pumpkin, it's Halloween. Come in my pumpkin with a big bad Yes, come in my pumpkin. I did aerobics this morning. I've been pulling my pod moaning. Ooh, that's the sound I make when I orgasm. Come in my pumpkin, come in my pumpkin. I've got no candy. Would you come in my pumpkin? Come in my pumpkin. All right, I think we got enough. All right, anyway, to the next donation. Let's go to another one. Here it is, coming from Tactics.
Happy to see you guys.
Hello.
Life's short. R.I.P. Real talk.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I almost didn't make it last night during the stream. That was crazy.
That was a tough one.
And then, some cocksucker fuck said, like, you don't even know him or something. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, Real Talk called this show in 2013. That's how he met everybody. Was
He's
from this
talking
show.
to me, off air. Same with you, but I'm saying, it wasn't like it was just a
he found this
caller.
He found me, Tommy C, and Jesse. That's how he originally found this show from wrestling. That's how he found everybody. So the person that said that, this fucking cocksucker Todd, is just fucking stupid as fuck and doesn't know anything. Like, we met this guy a long time ago, and it's not even worth debating, but it's just a dumb thing to say.
Yeah, but
it's awful, man. I don't really want to go into it again because I can't even deal with it. Like,
people like that have never come in a pumpkin. They have no happiness.
Well, come pumpkin dumpster, which is my favorite thing. That's when you cut a hole in the back of the pumpkin and you stick a empty roll of toilet paper in the hole. And then you, like, that little crusty paper part, that goes in there. And then you
the tube.
You fuck the pumpkin. And until you come in the pumpkin and you got yourself a pumpkin dumpster. Trust me, it's one of the best things to do on Halloween to one of your neighbor's pumpkins. Trust me.
Then when you smash it,
well, then you spike
it goes everywhere.
Then you spike it off their fucking porch. And the cum and the pumpkin seeds are all over the place.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oh, so, fucking Moki in the chat just goes, just fuck this. Just put Blumpkin song over the Halloween song. You're right.
There you go.
So you're right, because and Blumpkin's never been a donation song.
Just pumpkin cunt pussy juice. You just change it for Halloween.
You got that pumpkin. That's a great point. But either way, Blumpkin cunt pussy juice has never been a donation, so maybe we'll make that the Halloween donation.
Ooh, Pico's right. A cumpkin, so it's a cumpkin. Got that cumpkin?
Cumpkin. Let's see if it works. Hold on. Let's just 2 seconds of it. Let's see if it works.
Yo, know about it?
Oh, my God.
Know about that Blumpkin cunt pussy?
Pump it in, baby.
Here we go.
Oh.
Pump it in your kid.
Oh, my God. This...
You got that Blumpkin.
Oh, my
You
God.
got that Blumpkin pussy juice. That fucking cunt. That fucking juice is on the loose. That pussy screws all of the men. Pumpkin cunt. Pussy juice once it's in my mouth. I'll swallow all your juice. Blumpkin. Fucking cunt. Pussy juice.
Pumpkin.
Oh,
That
yeah.
cunt is on the loose. That pussy juice. I want that Blumpkin.
That's pretty funny.
See, Reckless Jeff just said, wait, you come in the pumpkin? Yes. What are you so confused about? It's a jack-o'-lantern, not a jack-off-a-lantern. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta come inside of it, not on it. You don't want to glaze the thing. You want to fill it.
Yes, fill it all the way. And I want
or
the
treat.
squirrels to taste me when they're running away with the little pumpkin bits. Like, I want
Now you're
them.
talking.
The squirrel gets
You
impregnated
roast
with the
pumpkin seeds.
first human, like in squirrel cross breeding, that happens all because I came in a pumpkin. That's fucking hilarious.
That'll be the next strain that we have to have a pandemic
Got a
from.
new
Yeah.
subscriber.
It's the next pandemic.
Yeah. Freak out.
Oh, Jess Tech the Great. What's up, Jess Tech the Great? What did I say earlier happens? Oh, that's right. Another North Korean freed.
We can't free them. Just feed
Oh,
them.
that's
We
right.
don't have
Feed.
enough to-
We
Yeah,
fed. Yes.
How are the
Jess,
iPhone's going to get built?
thank you, Jess. You fed another North Korean. Good call, Jake.
All right. Yeah, Jeff gets it. He said he gets it now. Yeah, see? Jack into lantern. I like that one, too.
Jack
as well,
into
so.
lantern. That's a great point. Jack
Good one,
off on
Matthew.
lantern, yeah. Jack into lantern.
Now, as of midnight, Bray is free. He can go ahead and pop up anywhere he likes. His non-compete is over. And from there, we've seen him kind of teasing people online
sexually.
He was well, that as well, but ask his ex-wife. So Wyatt's saying, is there no one else left but me? Using the meme from Troy with Brad Pitt, but he's kind of right when he was asked to face Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. And he said, is there no one else but me? And that's kind of the point with WWE right now.
Yeah.
There's no one left.
Super Chat Party!
Alex Oli, what up?
Oh, yeah?
Everyone row was a scrawny joke for the most part.
Alex Oli, yeah. Well, then explain Brian Malonis, because he was my friend and he was like 500 pounds. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
there were a lot of
smaller guys. Matt Taven was
sized guys. Yeah,
Matt Taven should have been the Shawn Michaels of Ring of Honor. So Matt Taven, I mean, listen, I'm friends with all these guys, so it's hard for me to talk about Ring of Honor people because it's like I just like everybody. Like I'm friends. I love Matt Taven. Like I think he's great. Vinny Marcellia, Vincent.
Looks like my little lass needs a shaving.
Oh, like everybody I know is out of a job.
Joe, your Bruins suck. My Florida Panthers are winning the Stanley Cup this season for the first time. 7-0 right now.
What?
Tom Brady is a traitor for leaving the Patriots.
Wait a minute.
I don't know. I wouldn't say Brady's a traitor. He sacrificed being the top paid for many years he built a team around him, but he was always more about the team than himself. So.
You know what I'd like to show you, Pacharo? The Bruins have been in the Final Four every year, like a lot more times than Florida. And you know what I like? I know that I just like to show your team with your 0 cups. Yeah.
Super Chat Party!
Think about that 0 there, buddy.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Have you buy a Ring of Honor have the vault?
Wait. Have
if AEW buys Ring of Honor for the vault, that'd be great for them to use the Honor Club site and then turn it into the AEW streaming, because there's nowhere to watch all of the Dynamite episodes, and anything not on YouTube is kind of lost to TV right now.
Yeah, we talked about this, and Tony Khan did say a streaming thing is coming, so that was not that long ago. He
did mention it.
Because we said we're like, what do we like? Where we go to watch all the past AEW?
He said it at the first anniversary of Dynamite. Now we're on the second anniversary, so hopefully soon.
I heard him talk about it. Literally 4 weeks ago, he brought it up again and said we're close to announcing it.
Yeah,
so
it's just funny that he mentioned it at the first anniversary, saying it would be here soon, and now we're at the second Dynamite anniversary, and it still hasn't arrived. Yet he's still saying soon.
The Panthers are kicking ass, though. I will give you that, Pacharo. They are kicking some ass, bro. I think they're 7-0 or 8-0. Pretty sure.
Said 7-0. So,
I mean, 7-0 after the Bruins beating. So, I mean, listen, I'm not that worried about the Bruins. They're 3-3 or 3-2. And they have a bunch of injuries, and so I'm really not worried about the Bruins. But I will say that, but Florida is kicking ass. I will say that. But the wheels fall off eventually for Florida. So get back to me in the second or third round get me back to me in the second round of the playoffs. It's a long season.
You can talk exactly. You got a ways to go.
Right. Relax.
And that's the thing. We still have a ways to go till WrestleMania and all.
Yeah.
Lesnar, yet again, what happened? He's suspended. Who saw that coming? Everybody.
Yeah. He's going to be gone
and
for
that's
a month.
what my comparison to Cody was before, because I don't want Cody to get into the same shtick as Lesnar, where it's so predictable, but he's kind of there already with Cody, so I kind of hope he reinvents himself. But Lesnar comes back, gets into a big match, gets screwed out of said fight every time, comes back pissed off, gets suspended. Whether he chucks a car door or F5's a cameraman or Michael Cole or someone else at the announce desk, he always gets suspended. And then months later, he comes back for the Rumble, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, or WrestleMania.
Right. It's just...
Now Cody comes out, gets his ass kicked, goes away for a little bit, comes back, wins, then goes away. It's like he has that same, kind of... same repertoire as well. And, we don't want to see it go and happen over and over and time again. So hopefully he can kind of reinvent what he's doing. I would like to see Cody turn heel, but by refusing to turn heel, if that makes sense. So in his mind, he's still a face, but he does heel things thinking he's doing it for the good of being heel, or face, excuse me, while being heel. It could be really entertaining.
He's like, I see it as a perfect thing where Cody is like, he's making people more angry as he's trying to be more face. He's being more of what they don't want. And it's almost like Cody trying to wait until not just 40% of the crowd is booing him, but that 100% of the crowd is booing him, and then he'll go full heel. But there's also that thing, we talked about this the other night, that what if he really does just want to be loved, and this is not a plan to go with the booing. It's the other way. It's more of a politicking thing where it's like, no, you love me, you really love me. Like, it's not, you don't want to boo me. Let's, that's very interesting. I'm very interested in which way this is going and what the thought process is behind the scenes. And I would obviously advise Cody to never tell anybody. No podcast, no nothing. And if he's going with the whole, I'm going to turn heel, but I'm not going to even let you think that's happening. I'm going to make you think that I want to be loved and I won't turn. He even said it the other night, I will not turn, which is, like, to me, that foreshadows he is going to turn. And he knows, like, this. And this
usually you would think so, but I think with him, he kind of means it.
I think kind of too, but that's the great thing. Dude, what if he does turn heel in the next 1 or 2 months?
I would love it. I would go back and admit I was wrong.
This was brilliant if that's the case.
It was absolutely brilliant. But if it's not what happens, and he really is, just letting all of the fans' cries fall on deaf ears, then what a waste, because this is a huge opportunity. It feels like a John Cena thing. And, the chat mentioned it before. King Elvis said it. But, that refusal to turn when needed. And the crowd is beginning to turn on you. It's going to get worse before it gets better. So,
yeah, I think so. But I think he did turn people a little bit into cheering for him the other night. So that's the thing that's interesting. He kind of politicked. He cut a wonderful promo. Cody Rhodes nailed it. And so I think some people did cheer instead of boo it, and he sort of did win people back a little bit. And so that's what's weird about what happened the other night. And so I just don't, this is super interesting to me. But it's to me, it's if he really is just wanting to be cheered and remains face and good guy Cody, that is such a lost cause. Like, you really threw away Vince McMahon type of villain heat that was starting to churn, all for your own wants and desires to be loved by the crowd, which I understand, but I'm surprised if that's the way he goes. Because if you love wrestling that much, you love the fans, you are almost giddy to give them what they want. And in your head you're thinking, and that's why I still think he is going to turn, because I think he loves these people and everybody, and I do think, he's going to try to soak it in for the next few weeks, months while he can before he flips the switch. Because if you love this business and you love what's going on, I mean, there cannot be the fucking type of heat that he could probably have is amazing. And I'm somebody who didn't even want to see that. I didn't want to see him be heel. I like Cody. I love the entrance. I love the song. I love his wrestling matches. I like him. I want to see more of the American Nightmare going out there and having these matches. But recently, it has been a little bit more dull, because it's felt like they really haven't put in what they used to put in with Cody. And so I always want more, right? I think there should be another year or two of Cody being a face. But we've gotten about 3 or 4 years of it now, and this might be the time to finally flip the switch. And the fans are telling you they want that, and at least they're split on it. And so this is very interesting. So I hope he gives them what they want. Which is, it's surprising to me that people are booing him and that it's come to this. I am shocked by that. And I think there's two different types of AEW fans. I think, believe it or not, there's a lot of like bearded people who are badasses, who are that people more like us, like video game culture, but also like, there's people that are just like, people, working class people. And I do think that there's another half of the audience that's more of the, kind of like artsy type of like, we weren't wrestling fans before, but I love the inclusivity in AEW is wonderful. Like there's this like mixing of the, guys like our friend, Nikki J, the weed god, who's a working class guy, very more right-wing leaning. And then there's other AEW fans who are more of the liberal arts type and liberal and artsy, and they love Aubrey Edwards and shit like that, but Nikki J like probably hates Aubrey Edwards. Sort of that clash of the audience. And I think that more conservative side is booing Cody at this point because they see him as like the politicians they don't like. And the other side is sort of just like happy to be there with Cody, and I don't know. I'm dividing the audience in that way, but I could be completely wrong. It could be bits of every different group that just some of them like him and some of them hate him, and it's just split. I don't know. But I put a poll up in this chat before and asked about from you guys, and I think it was 70% thought Cody should be a bad guy, should be a heel. And so most people here, 70% thought, yeah, this guy needs to go heel. So, and I don't know. I don't know whether see, he's a very smart person. He's ahead of us and smarter than us, wrestling-wise. That's why I have a hard time believing he really does want to stay face. Because unless he's...
I think he does. I think he wants people to love him.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Because he sounded very perturbed and upset by the fans not reacting how he expected.
And by the way, wanting to be loved
reality show.
That's what makes people hate him, is him wanting to be loved like that will make people hate you. Some people.
Yeah.
So it's
because it
kind of
drives
funny.
People away.
Yeah, that you must love me, please, G, don't you love me? Like that sort of thing. It can drive people away. Like and I was listening to a lot of things today while I was working out. And I forget who it was earlier that I was listening to. But they were talking about, like, the Batman reference, to live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Oh, I know what it was.
Yeah, The Dark Knight.
Yeah, The Dark Knight. Yeah, somebody said that about Cody.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I know what it was. It was Boogie. I was listening to Boogie 2988, and he was talking about Keemstar leaving YouTube. And he said, you're either leave. I think you should get out of here because eventually you just become the villain. Although I think Keemstar has kind of been a villain forever, but whatever, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Boogie feels like at some point he became a villain, right? People kind of turned on him, and he became kind of a villain in a way. Although he has a core of people, I think I've become quite a villain, to many people over the last 3 years or so for whatever reason. It's just you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, and so is it.
If you're beloved, eventually it'll change.
Especially with wrestling fans, there's something mentally in us. There's got to be some kind of makeup in us, because we almost live to see when the person goes bad and when they're going to come back to good again.
Yeah, well,
we're
driven by story, and that only adds to the elements of the character. Those are things we want to see. That's why you catch the community going nuts at times, cutting promos on each other, and because it's everybody's a wrestling fan and like-minded here. When we all have a shared common interest, we all have an affinity for wrestling. Therefore, that's why you see people act in certain ways at times, or be dramatic, or have a little flair for the eccentric ways. But it's because of the shared bond that we all have. It makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I get Cody's perspective. And dude, as a fan of him, like I am legit a fucking fan of him. I really like him. Of all the people that come out, if I went to a live show, I want to hear his music. I want to see Cody come. I genuinely really like this person. And I don't like everything about him. He's got some SJW type of views I don't have. And I think sometimes I'm worried that he'll throw people under the bus just to be liked by a bigger group of people. I'm a little concerned about that sort of thing.
But and what people label him as or accuse him of having, I feel like, and I agree with Pocket Aces, everything the fans accuse Cody of doing, the Bucks and Omega are the ones actually doing.
Yeah.
You know, Cody got the reality show out of it, and he gets the Hollywood connections. But what people are saying is like, oh, he always gets all these opportunities. I mean, look at the entrance, look at the, you know, the match placement and the main events. And then you turn around, you think about, well, who is the champ and who were the tag champs for over a year, and who's, you know, coming out to Ghostbusters and the elaborate entrances, or Space Jam, or all these other things. You know, obviously the Young Bucks, the Elite as a whole, are receiving special EVP treatment, and
Yeah,
Cody gets shit on for it, but they're the ones actually reaping the benefits.
Well, see, I think it's two different things. That's the thing, though. I think it's two different things. I think Cody, it's literally his likability that now has become, what's the word? Like, people are annoyed by him. They think he's, there's a word, I think it's the word I'm looking for, maybe. He's become this, it's the arrogance, it's the like we said yesterday, you can't relate to him. Before, you could relate to him in many ways. You could relate to his father, but now he's less relatable because of all this grandiose stuff. And there's a word that I'm still not hitting me.
I know, my brain shot tonight too, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I've been dull headache all day, but no, it's it's not obnoxious. It's there's another word for it, and somebody in the chat may get it. It's, oh God, it's not obnoxious, but it's a word. He's just,
yeah, because he's a bit
cringy.
condescending, and he is a bit, which is true. I mean, because you hear him say stuff at times, but he doesn't have that relatable upbringing. We know that.
Well,
because he had that silver spoon lifestyle. His father, son of a plumber, not him. He had, doors open for him every single way. Disingenuous. It's not that. That fits. But
I don't find him disingenuous. I believe him. I believe.
Well,
Cody.
a lot of fans find him disingenuous. That's a common.
Well, okay.
thought.
We know, again, he threw Russo under the bus for, oh, you're homophobic type of thing. And I hate that. I hate that Cody has these things that he does. But it's not that. It's pretentious. Pocket Aces, thank you. The word is pretentious.
Yeah, pompous, arrogant, pretentious. Yeah.
I think it's pretentious, is that he, like, a little bit of what he gets in you becomes kind of pretentious for people. And
I think that's where you're going with it, but it fits, yeah.
I'm not sure, yeah.
He definitely puts himself on a pedestal. I agree, Mr. X, and pretentious certainly fits with that. He is arrogant. He is pompous, and he does have a certain arrogant way where he gives you that feeling like, oh wow, he really feels like his shit doesn't stink, and that's part of the lack of relatability. I think
I don't mind that part. Like, it's weird, but also I know that Cody Rhodes would do a lot for people. Like, he would go out of his way to make people happy, to try to make sure he does something right. He's very. But
we know that off screen. That's the thing.
Yes.
On screen, just go by what they've given us on screen. So going by, we see him come back and get some special treatment. Like, he gets these big matches after being away for a long time. And why is he away? Because he's doing Hollywood things. So it's like another Cena. And then, I won't turn on the fans. I love the fan. So it's the same kind of. He cut a great promo, but it was rather cliche in spots. So I could see, we know him as a person, but the people that just know what they presented on AEW television, it's not a good look. He does look very pretentious and arrogant and unrelatable. So Simba agrees. Yeah, not a Cody fan.
Yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, there's things about him that are so opposite of me. It's unbelievable. But I really like Cody Rhodes. I don't know why. I love when his matches. I really like his style. His wrestling style is the type I like. When he comes out, the emotion that he brings when he comes out. The emotion going into things. The promos he's cut have always been kind of mostly emotional for me. I like them. I'm an emotional person, and he's very, and so it plays off well with me. But
yeah, he just seems like he's pandering at times. So.
Yeah.
Frog off.
What's up, Joe and Jake? It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday, T-Rev! T-Rev.
Oh, shit. Happy birthday.
What's up, brother? How old are you? 69? T-Rev, I hope
he's at least 24.
I hope he's at least 18. If he is, then we're going. Nah, T-Rev, thank you so much for the 5, man. Cinco coming in from T-Rev. Cinco dinero. It's not really the
And Trey Walters, right, he didn't get to The Rock or Cena's level before going Hollywood, so that's part of it too.
Right.
So people really did enjoy him, and the fans kind of felt abandoned that he keeps disappearing for such a long span of time. And then
the guy's got a lot of responsibilities. It's crazy.
No doubt about it, but he says, I'm here for you. Oh, shit.
We plan the spot.
Oh, my God.
I want you to jam it in.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Jungle.
How about my Packers? Woo-oo.
Yeah.
Oh, I just sending love lol.
One more year for Aaron Rodgers to bang everybody right now for the Packers. Shell, 100!
Holy hell, Shell. Packers, #1 in the NFC North, 7-1. You know, I'm obviously not a diehard, but a Giants fan, and somebody was giving me shit the other day, and I'm like, don't you like the Lions?
Well, you know what? You're going to have to become a Packers fan.
Looks like
I'm going to have to be. I already like packing.
Well, just for this year, while there's nothing to watch.
Jojo, listen up. Please listen, this is a breaking news NFL game update. The Cardinals were down by 3 with 15 seconds left and they were about to score a touchdown but then threw an interception. It is crazy. Packers and Cardinals are now both 7-1.
Talk about sticking on the topic. That was amazing. NFL breaking news tonight. The Green Bay Packers beat out the Arizona Cardinals. That's crazy.
Now they're both 7-1. So that was a crazy ending to one hell of a game, I guess.
Dude, you beat the Cardinals. Like, the Cardinals have been really good. What a game. That's nuts, man. Congrats, Shell. If you can beat the Chiefs next week, then fucking we're looking at the Green Bay Packers full-on legit. Somewhere Brian Himmelgod is jerking off, too.
And Brett Favre.
Yeah, he's double bagging it somewhere. Double bagging his brain.
That's right.
Let's fix Shell and put her as the top dog, baby.
Taking it away from Robin, you know.
Sorry, Tim Drake. Tim Drake goes off the board.
Well, everybody's excited with football. Hacksaw Jim Duggan reveals he's got prostate cancer. You know, unfortunately, he was on Instagram earlier, and he let everyone know that, you know, that this is the diagnosis, and that's why he was, you know, dealing with hospitalizations recently, and he wants to keep fans updated. And you know, he's had quite a few issues. He had a severe infection in 2019, followed by a history of cardiac problems, and then he had an unknown cardiac issue procedure in late 2019 as well. So it seems like his health's kind of catching up with him, but he's in good spirits. So,
is it not kind of a miracle that we've had the Hacksaw Jim Duggan has been alive? You know, in a way, I hate to say that, but
and active.
Yeah, like actively going to events.
So many years.
Like, how old is he? Like 80? So, I mean, it's pretty remarkable, man. Shell, thank you so much for that $100. But
he is 67 years old.
Oh my God, I thought he was way older. Yeah, well, because shit, in the 80s we watched.
He's been with his wife since 1989. I mean, he's got 2 children, and I mean, great on him for still being, you know, up until this point so active. It's incredible.
Man, when Cheech Martin or Cheech and Chong, or was it? Yeah, it's Cheech, right? Yeah, Cheech got prostate cancer, and then he, I think it was like 13 years, he didn't have sex because of prostate cancer and colon cancer. They cleaned out everything. And then...
It might have been more recent, but the last time I see him wrestling is 2017.
Right.
So not, you know, only, 5 years ago? So he'd be 62 at the time?
Man, I thought he was older. He does look older now.
I thought he was older as well. I thought he was like 74. But yeah, I mean, and then on top of it, he was still doing stuff with WWE and signing all sorts of autographs. And so hopefully he's able to get through this. But
Sorry,
Seems like it's a tough road ahead.
I'm only laughing because someone just sent me a picture of Mark Zuckerberg.
This meta stuff is ridiculous. We got a whistleblower. What do we do? Change our name.
How about the meta, though? That just cracked. Do you see Wendy's? They're going to change theirs to meat.
We're meat.
We're going to be meat now. Wendy's was hilarious, dude. And then all these companies jumped in on it. They're like, we're changing our name, too. Like,
yeah, well, Wendy's, naming themselves meat. That was my my father's cellmate name. Meat.
Oh, my God.
Big Puerto Rican named Meat.
Right.
He was a vegan. Go figure.
Yeah.
Big vegan named Meat. Walking, contradiction, but what are you going to do? Speaking of a walking contradiction, our favorite announcer of this past year, Adnan Virk, went ahead and did his little tell-all on the Couch Potato Diary.
Is that a podcast or some show like that?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's a podcast.
Should have got him over here and then shit on him.
So it must have been a friend of his or something for him to go on Couch Potato Diaries. But there he was, and he just gushed and glowed. You figure he would be a bit remiss to not include some of the more heinous details with him being accosted by Vince repeatedly on commentary, but he spoke highly of Vince. He says he's very demanding and he knows what he wants, but he's very smart and he built an enormous business and they're all hard workers. And he compliments Michael Cole over and over and thanks him. And he said, he told me, don't do this, don't do that, do more of this. And I have respect for everyone, and he's a great businessman. So that was it. Nothing, no dirt, no fun, no drama.
So
didn't even beat his meat.
Which is exactly why he sucked as a commentator. The guy's boring.
Bland and boring. It isn't bland and boring. Wardlow. He put out a picture himself on AEW's Twitter account showing off the thumbtack marks
Saw that.
from Darby Allin's attack, and holy hell, I mean, they're doing it wrong because he's actually getting hurt. Maybe somebody should let them know you're not supposed to really get hurt, but was that even worth it? That's what I wanted to bring up to you.
No.
Having all of these marks for the thumbtacks to get hit in the back when I didn't even know.
I didn't know it either.
That there was thumbtacks involved until the announcer said it, and then I had to rewind it and be like, oh, okay, I see it now.
I didn't even notice until I saw the picture.
Yeah, I only did because I think Excalibur said, oh, the thumbtacks. And I was like, where? Oh, on the board. Okay.
Yeah, they fucked
so
that
I
up.
feel like what a waste of a mutilated back and ripped up spine for what?
Yeah, it was just, I mean,
it wasn't even a moment to get a pop from or anything. Like if you had a big spot where, oh my God, there's 2 tables set up and thumbtacks all over on top of it, or when we see it a little bit more often now, but when they fill somebody's mouth with thumbtacks and they do the super kick.
I'll tell you right now. He pulls out the skateboard. And they got the guy tied up in the ropes, right? He's got the guy tied up in the ropes or something like that. Whatever the fuck. He's knocked down, whatever.
Yeah, Sting's holding him, whatever.
Pulls out the skateboard, and then he then he puts like sticky tape or whatever it is on the bottom of the skateboard, or reveals the duct tape on the bottom of the skateboard. Then pulls out a big box or bag of the fucking thumbtacks, dumps them on the ground, rubs the skateboard all in the thumbtacks, so that they're all now sticking to the board, and then he holds up the board. And it's like, oh, shit, he just dipped that fucking skateboard in thumbtacks. And then he bashes the guy with it. Like, that would have been a little better. This wasn't a good shot. I missed it. I mean, maybe there was, but you saying that you didn't get it, and me being able to now admit that I didn't notice it until I saw the injury pictures after the show. So they must have missed something.
A lot of people were commenting that on Twitter and, on other social media saying, I didn't even realize there were thumbtacks. Where was the spot? Did this happen after the show ended? A lot of these types of questions being asked. And I'm like, wow, you brutalized yourself for nothing. No payoff at all. There was no big pop. There was no cheer, no replay worthy moment. Nothing. You got nothing out of it. So hopefully they can refrain from killing themselves. And I know Darby likes to have his theater student moments where he makes these little movies and vignettes before coming out of the fight, but even that's becoming a bit cliche. You got the guys are just standing there in the ring, they're waiting, and then, oh, look at that. A movie plays where he says he's coming to kick your ass, and then he does.
Well, that's the thing from Dynamite is I wrote that down on my notes. With Darby promo, I wrote shit because he said something like, full gear, and it was like just lame.
It was
He was like,
his challenge
you
was
and me full gear or something like. It was just dumb. It was like,
but he's never been a great promo. And
Right.
I'm not hating on the vignettes that he does normally if it's used as a build up to the story, but for him to come out and be like, "Oh, that's the challenge and I'm going to go ahead and kick your ass now." And then he appears. What was the point of the video? Those things, it just seems like a waste.
exactly. Like it wasn't that good. But everything before that was good, I thought. I thought the stuff before that was good.
The build up and I thought it was funny.
I love Darby,
even with
too.
the lights going off and being like, "Oh, you jokers. Oh, I didn't do that. Did you do that? I didn't do that." That was funny. And then you have the theater class, present their latest art project, and Darby goes ahead and plays this video, and it's like, you're supposed to believe it. So Darby went out and filmed all of this, then went home and edited it to give to the AEW production team. That's how you're supposed to. It just doesn't seem feasible. So it takes me out of it.
Right. And listen, thank you guys for the donos. We got a couple more we're going to play in a few seconds here. And shout out to Shell. She is the top dog. $100. Thank you, Shell. And I'm glad you're coming back and recovering. I talked to her earlier, man. She's been through hell, too. Dan Kennedy, the man that stood with Cody Rhodes with the Joe Cronin show sign the other night. Fire as fuck. Dan Kennedy, baby. He's on the Discord. Yo, Dan, can you hear me?
Oh, shit.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, let me turn you up a little bit. There you go.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah, now you're better. Yeah, what's up, man? How was it? So how was it, man? You went there, you met everybody before the show, kind of like we did. You did it a couple years ago almost now. Can you believe that was almost 2 years ago or was 2 years ago?
Yeah, a couple things, Joe, to correct you.
Yes.
The first time me and you met was at SmackDown.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I know that. I know that. But I mean, like, I don't know, the first time at AEW, I guess, is what I meant. But yeah, I remember SmackDown. But
We really hung out with AEW.
and we hung out at AEW. Yeah, we had a beer at AEW.
Yeah, you bought me a beer.
Yeah, and then we watched OK Fabe hit on all these weird women, and then he hung up on his wife. Remember that?
Sir, I'm married, and Connor walks over and he's like, "I just wanted to smell your feet."
Yeah.
I was like, I taught him that,
Yeah.
but he wasn't actually supposed to ask permission. You're just supposed to do it. I was like, if you're gonna play a game of grab ass, just go for it. But
Yeah.
luckily, we've got Dan Kennedy here, who is all about a good game of grab ass.
Yeah.
You gotta be the right woman,
Oh no, you don't have to find Mrs. Right. You just got to squeeze that tush.
Well, that's the sexual harassment, which I'm not trying to do.
Well, let
You
me
just
tell
don't get caught.
Yeah.
But anyways,
How did you catch that shoe?
I ended up meeting Taz.
Oh, cool. I like Taz.
You hear me okay?
Yeah, I
That's
can hear you.
awesome.
So what happened with Taz? Did he try to reach around, hand job you or something? He tried to hand job you?
hell?
Try to give you a hand job?
He's like, if you follow me into the locker room in the back, I'll get you some knee pads and make you a part of Team Taz.
Yeah.
He gave me his autograph. I met Arn Anderson. He gave me his autograph.
Ooh.
I met Matt Hardy, obviously.
Yeah.
Wow, Arn Anderson gave you a spine buster.
Now, what did
huh?
Arn Anderson smell like? Did he smell kind of like an old man at this point?
If I had to describe his smell, he smelled kind of like expired Old Spice.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm exactly what I pictured him smelling like, or smelled him smelling like. Wow, that is so fucking. I'm dead on.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Dave, I'm dead on. You hear that, Dave? I'm dead on Dave. So
it was real talk. Oh God, too soon.
Oh.
Yeah. So what ended up happening is when I went to the security guard after I caught the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how did this come about? Did you catch it in the air, or was it like thrown in your ear? Did you have to die? Like what?
How it got thrown into the crowd.
Uh-huh.
Did you beat up a child for it? Like,
no, I didn't beat up a child. That was last week.
Okay, making sure.
That was last week.
But anyways, it got thrown in the air, and me and 3 other people all grabbed it at the same time.
And then the people were like, "You're okay. Let the retarded guy have it."
No. It was there was a little bit of a, when the baseballs and footballs, when they go in the crowd, people fight over it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Damn. Like, so, but you came out with it, man. You had that fucking strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used that to your advantage. Did you bite anybody?
I used that to my advantage to an extent, you know?
So you lashed on like a pit bull.
So now you're holding the Joe Cronin Show sign and you're holding Cody's shoe. How do you get invited to be able to get over the barricade and sit there with Cody and get all these pictures and shit with him?
I went to the security guard that I've been talking to before the show, you know, who works at AEW.
The whore of the show, yeah.
And I said, hey, listen, I just caught Cody's shoe. Is there any way I can get him to sign it? He said he'd ask, right?
Right.
And then maybe 30, 40 minutes pass. And this woman comes by to him, right? He asks the woman. The woman comes over to me.
Oh, my God. He axed her?
Yeah.
Why would he do that? Is she okay?
Ask. You know, like ask a question.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just.
Oh, you had me
with
nervous.
I'm
I know it's close to Halloween, but.
Oh, man. I love fucking with you. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So, yeah. So you asked the security guard, and then they went over to ask Cody.
I thought you have to think because you're the special one.
She special needs?
No, you are.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah. I'm definitely special needs. I mean, I got a GED.
Everybody here. Raise your hand.
But anyways, she comes over to me, right? And says, do you want me to take the shoe back to you, right? To him, for him to sign it. I thought about it for a second, right? And I'm like, no, I would like to be there when he signs it.
Oh, like a little negotiation going on. So she's like, yeah, I could go get it signed and bring it back to you. And you're like, no, I want him to do it. What a salesman. You're fucking awesome. That's awesome.
Damn, I would not have got that signed because I wouldn't have even asked. I would have just been
see, this is
humbled
called
by
sales.
catching a shoe.
This is a salesman right here, Dan.
You really, outplayed your hand here. My God, that was good.
I love you.
I mean, and so, like, during the main event of Rampage, right? The woman comes back around, sees me, says, oh my God, I forgot. And then 5 minutes later, she brings me backstage to meet Cody.
Damn.
Wow.
So where'd it go?
And what you guys didn't see in the video is after the video ended, right, because my phone died.
Yeah.
Cody stood there and talked to me for 5 minutes straight.
What a fucking guy, man.
He really is awesome like that to the fans.
What did he say?
He will give the shirt off of your back.
What did he tell you?
Because I asked him a question, you know? I'm not going to not ask Cody Rhodes a question with him, you know?
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
you're asking him questions. You're even shouting me out to him. That was nice. I mean, he's, that's cool. I mean,
I would have asked him too, grower or shower. I would have been all about it.
I mean, he gave me free tickets last time. I really appreciated that. I loved Cody. That was great. And now he gave you a fucking signed shoe. It's amazing.
But the question I asked him is because I'm getting ready to go to wrestling school. Like pro wrestling school. I'm getting ready to go to pro wrestling school to become a pro wrestler, you know?
Right. You should ask him why isn't Joe Cronin signed? That's what you should ask him.
I asked him, right? Do you have any? I asked him for advice, basically, you know?
Advice, yeah. What did he tell you? Don't get raped?
He said a couple of things to me. The first
he
thing
said, join the Nightmare Factory. It's $3,500 up front.
No, he said, where are you thinking of going? I said, I'm thinking of going to New England Pro Wrestling Academy.
Right. Killer Kowalski.
I mean, it's the closest one to me, you know?
Yeah, great school. Wrong answer to Cody, though.
Yeah.
But he said,
Tell the guy with the wrestling school that you're not going to go to his school. What's your advice?
Right. He said to me, okay, the first advice he gave to me was, don't do anything you don't want to do, especially if it involves face paint.
Now that's the line of the night.
Oh my God. Oh man. That's great.
The second thing he says is to have fun with it while I'm in the training phase, you know?
The other thing is you're going to have to stick with it if you're serious, you know? You can't just go there because you want to play wrestler because all the, you grew up watching. You got to be...
Yeah, you could have been Stardust's nephew, Angel Dust. It would have been really interesting.
Oh my God.
And his partner, Meth Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he comes. Coming down the aisle, Angel Dust. Oh my God, here comes Angel Dust. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm out the window. Yep. Yo, motherfucker, here we go.
Just comes out scratching himself.
I'm out the window. No romance, cause there ain't no chance in my happy pants. Could you perchance come and take this dance and leave me here? I'm a bad motherfucker, ain't got no fear.
Yeah.
Having the audience smell his fingers.
What's up, Ohio? I hope you like my theme song. My entrance song is called Glock. Called Glock Clock.
Listen up, everybody. I want to axe you. And
I'm gonna ask you something right now. Last night, I was partying a little too hard. You know what that's about. And some idiot here in Cleveland snuck in a little fentanyl in my angel dust. But despite all that, I can't feel my left leg.
You got to add a tick. Angel dust.
I haven't had an erection in 3 days. Now, Daddy, my opponent tonight is John Spitzberg. And I heard he's 5'9". I mean, dude, Angel
Everybody
dust.
chant with me. We're going to send him to rehab. You know, that's his finisher.
Tonight, we're going to send him to rehab. I think David Arquette, when he's on drugs in Buffy.
Yes.
Like, that's what we need.
Angel dust.
Come on, let me in, Pike. I'm hungry. What the fuck?
Pico's got it good too. Is the cerebral palsy assassin? There we go.
Oh yeah.
We don't need a cerebral assassin.
I was explaining. You know why? You know why I posted that earlier on Twitter about you should make friends with somebody with cerebral palsy because they're all mechanically all fucked up all over the place, but they mentally they know where what's going on. But
yeah, they're cognitive.
Yeah. So I told my daughter, I explained to my daughter for like 30 minutes because there was a kid in her school with it. And she's like, I see this kid and he's in a wheel and he's always like doing the, and I'm like, oh, that's cerebral palsy. And I'm explaining it to her. And she's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, because people are afraid to talk to people like that and stuff like that. But they're really like, they know everything that's going on. And just because they're moving around and whatever, and they're in a wheelchair, it's like, you don't want to approach, but like they're like you exactly, but they don't have the mechanical movements. So it's like, imagine if you were stuck in that chair.
Dad, I just thought he was fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's what my daughter was like. I don't know. And I'm like, no, you got to go up and say hi to him. So I told her to go say hi to him. That's what I tweeted that thing out. Or you can just take a bat to them and just do what God couldn't get right.
Yeah, just finish him off.
Yeah, just finish him. Finish him.
Looks like my little lass needs
Crown Jewel.
Hey, what's up, Joe and Jake?
Hey there.
So happy to finally see Jake back on the show.
I know.
This question is for both of you.
Where were you last night?
What did you think of Crown Jewel matches like Brock versus Roman? Also Big E versus Drew McIntyre. Also Sasha, Becky, and Bianca having to...
Bianca having to cover themselves up. I mean, like, we've kind of already talked about that during the first women's thing at Crown Jewel before. So
yeah, I mean, the men are all but wearing underwear, if even. Some are pretty much damn near close to wearing thongs, and here we have the women from head to toe completely covered, like Dewdrop coming out instead of having her single piece singlet. She's just fully engulfed in clothes.
Oh shit! Everyone knows I'm out the window. Yep. Yo, motherfucker, no romance, cause there ain't no chance in my happy pants. Could you perchance come and take this dance and leave me here? I'm a bad motherfucker, ain't got no fear. What's the time, motherfucker? Time, motherfucker. Yo, put it in a happy rhyme, motherfucker. It's Glock o'clock. Bang, bang, tick tock. Frog in a sock. Oil shock. 2 on consignment, 1 in stock. What's the time, motherfucker? Said Glock o'clock. I said Glock o'clock.
What up, my dudes?
What up?
Check out Botch Club and the Wrestle Daily Live right now on my boy Stone Cold Steve Austin Instagram story. And that's the bottom line. Cheers, Joe and Jake.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Our brothers over at Botch Club on Instagram who are trending every day virally because they're beasts. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. A little... Oh, no. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin is here, courtesy of Botch Club on TikTok and Instagram. My God, Steve Austin is here! It's Madison Square Garden. It's SummerSlam. Oh my God. Yeah. Botch Club. Go check them out.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I met Wardlow.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Was he bleeding still?
No, when he signed my flag.
Thanks,
that I
Botch
got
Club.
the WWE flag, right?
Your Nazi flag, yeah.
He's your Confederate flag? I couldn't.
No. You're thinking of Drew.
Who's that? I don't know who that is. He's dead now. But yeah, what else happened? Yeah, tell us more AEW stories. It's great.
So I met Wardlow, right?
Uh-huh.
How did you meet them all? Tell us the secret to your
yeah, he met everybody.
So for people that don't know, the Gannis Arena.
We know where the parking lot is.
Well, you also have the nose of a bloodhound, so you went ahead. You went towards the ring and you smelt Wardlow's blood, and you're like,
yeah,
he's in the back.
You also have the lips of Luna Vachon's pussy.
And then that made Cody really want to give you an autograph.
I agree. I love Tony Khan too. Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes. I'd let them double team Leah. If we could just get hired for commentary, guys. The YouTube thing is kind of going away here, Tony Khan. Please.
I'm sorry, but Reckless Jeff might have a point, too. I know we got to get back to Dan, but he said Jericho might have died 3 years ago. Tony just shaved, taught a pig to talk, and put a blonde wig on it. I don't know. You might be onto something, but... Dan, what do you think? You know, you saw Jericho in person last night. Does that have any merit or no?
He was a dick to me again.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, Joe understands that.
Yeah, because, wait a minute.
Last time he didn't want to take a picture.
He's a face this time. He should have been good to you.
Right? Anyways, the first time I went, the second ever AEW show I went to, you know, this is the second one. I went to the second ever, you know.
Yeah, we went to the one in Boston, and you met Jericho, and he said to you, I believe.
I asked him for an autograph, and he said, "Go ask Jungle Boy."
Yeah, go ask Jungle Boy. I kept thinking he said, "I'm a heel, you idiot," or "I'm a bad guy, you idiot." But no, he said, "Yeah, go ask Jungle Boy."
Right.
So, then I called Jungle Boy a ring rat.
Thing.
Pretty much.
So as Jericho getting out of his car this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I shout to him, "I'm still waiting for that Jungle Boy autograph."
Oh wow! Did he remember that?
He looked at me for a minute, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Who the fuck is screaming?"
You should have said Joe Cronin. You should have said you're from the. Why didn't you pull the JCS card? Because Jericho knows me and knows us and everything. You should have said, "I'm from the Joe Cronin show. I'm an intern from the Joe Cronin show. Would you like
to?" We
went
to Jericho and he says, "I got Cody's right shoe. What size is your left? I need to make a matching pair."
No, this was before the show. He didn't have the fucking shoe yet, Jake. You idiot.
Oh, I thought it was after. Okay.
No, this is before the show. This is like this guy's creeping out at the cars in the back of a Gannis Arena.
That's my autism showing. I'm sorry.
They actually cordon off the area, so the wrestlers have their own little area to park. But if you are smart, you can walk around the back behind the bank and actually
or a ninja.
You Dan just has ninja walk skills. Right into the parking lot. So yeah, you should have pulled the JCS card and said, "Oh, I'm a big fan of Joe Cronin. He always praises you." And last year you told me to get Jungle Boy's autograph, but Joe said this time he thinks maybe you'd actually take a photo with me.
Mm-hmm. But anyways,
that's what he calls security.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I as he's signing my flag, right?
Oh, he did sign something.
Yeah, Wardlow did.
Oh, fuck boo.
But anyways, I got Wardlow's autograph. As he's signing it, I tell him Joe Cronin says hi. He says who?
That's awesome.
Oh, there you go.
See, that's the funny thing. See, you made a huge mistake. Wardlow doesn't even know who I am, but Jericho does. And you couldn't. Yeah. And you brought me up to Wardlow and not Jericho.
You crossed the wires there.
You brought
a little bit of a mixed stream.
Listen, it's not
A
like,
for effort.
It's not like Jericho's like a fucking listener or an acquaintance of mine. I'm just saying, but he's very well aware of me in the show. So at least he would have been like, "Oh yeah, the Joe Cronin guy. Yeah, I've seen his shit." That's something. Like he would have had something for you. You know what I mean? But Wardlow, he don't know. Some guy was like, "Hey, say shout out to Joe Cronin for us," and he said yes. He don't know who the fuck I am.
I thought he did.
No.
Because of that, you know?
Yeah, no, he doesn't. But Jericho does. So if you had said something to Jericho if you'd name dropped me to Jericho, he would have said, "Oh, yeah, Joe Cronin." Yeah, he would have, like,
Yeah,
So you made a
Dan
mistake.
was in Thunder Rosa's hotel room and sniffing her underwear. She come in and he was like, "Oh, Joe Cronin says hi," and she goes, "Well, I called security, but tell Joe I said hello."
But I was so close to getting CM Punk's autograph, and then these two assholes just ran to the barricade and rushed the barricade.
Oh.
And he definitely,
And you scared him away?
they scared him away, basically. I was so close to CM Punk's
You should have
autograph.
thrown alcohol at him.
What is he, a raccoon? You scared him away? He sees people.
Yeah,
He's
that's a
gonna
little
run?
bizarre.
Like,
Yeah.
Mr. Punk, can we get an autograph? Like,
Yeah. I get it. He's scared.
yeah, he's a little trepidatious now. He doesn't know what the fans, are they all crazy, or the rest of them going to storm the Capitol? We never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not obligated to sign anything, obviously, but it's still nice when they acknowledge fans and say hi, and it just must get tedious after a while, I'm sure. Seeing people like at the arena is one thing, but
Yeah.
I've seen wrestlers out and about at the malls, and I'll wave, but I wouldn't go ahead and approach anyone and ask for autographs. But when you're at the arena, it's expected. Like that's still, so that works. That's the best time to do it.
Yeah. Daniel O'Brien, he took a picture with me.
Yeah, I did see that. That was pretty damn incredible to get.
The Bryan Danielson photo. It's pretty fire. It's pretty fire, man.
Matt Hardy was a lot nicer than I thought he would be.
Really? Matt Hardy's
Matt's
usually
great.
always nice, yeah.
Yeah, Matt's incredible to fans.
Yeah, but
so.
because he's playing a heel right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Oh,
see your
yeah,
point.
yeah. Well, he'll go right into like the broken character for you if you want.
Oh, it's still real to Dan. Hold on, we gotta.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
He's a heel.
He's a
so
piece of
he's
shit.
a bad guy.
He's got
but
mental illness.
maybe he just was nice to you because he thought you were a bad guy too.
Right.
Hey, Rose, I might be a bad guy and take that monetize this championship off
Oh,
Ooh, shifty eyes looking at my prize.
wow.
you. I've been sitting here just watching retard after retard after fucking retard. Hold that tight.
Wow. Hey, listen, man. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna win the monetize this championship back, and I'm gonna dedicate it to your mom's pussy. How about that?
That's perfectly fine with me as long as I know when I win it, I'm gonna.
No, I mean I just told you I'm gonna win it. So what are you gonna do about that?
You think you're gonna win it, and that's a delusion of grandeur.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip your gigantic lips off, and then I'm gonna fucking put them fucking goddamn up your ass. How about that?
We're in the same state. Come on, fucking down.
What? I didn't hear you over that mumble jumbo that just came out of your fucking goddamn slobbering face.
My slobbering face. Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Hey, you don't even need a mask this Halloween. And then you can just scare everybody off before they ever take any candy. You don't have to buy candy. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Dan. Listen, you better bring it on Monetize this Friday night, or you better bring it, brother.
You want a challenge for the title? Open challenge.
Now, do you
Hey,
like
come on.
Do you think Cornette should be beaten, or do you love Cornette? I forget. Are you a cornhole Cornette guy?
I listened to his podcast, but I think he did you dirty, and I don't like him for that.
You don't like him? Oh, wow. You listen to his podcast, but he did dirty. What did he do dirty exactly?
No, the number one he said, don't listen to your show and shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true. That was fucked up, yeah. But he really just got a bunch of people to listen to me. It was weird.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like Ryback.
Ryback.
See, he wasn't being a dick. He was
wanna
making
meet me?
people listen to Joe. It's like reverse psychology. Him telling people not to listen made people listen.
I was trying to find the clip of Jericho where he said, where someone brought. Oh no! Something had been said. I think I said something in his chat, and he shouted it out and was like, "Yeah, I love it." So like, if you had said something to him, he would have. It's just so funny. That is so funny that you said like, "Hey Wardlow, Joe Cronin," like, and Wardlow's like, "What? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And then if you'd said it to Jericho, that's fucking hilarious. I love you. But thank you for bringing that sign, man. That got on TV. That was really cool, man. You're the best, Dan. I'll blow you. You're
I was
great.
gonna sit front row, so why not? You know?
Yeah, I didn't even know you were going to be in the front row. You were right there.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm just happy you had such a great night. You got the shoe. I mean, we jokingly saw you with the shoe at first, and it was like, oh my God, he really caught Cody's shoe. It didn't click at first, for Joe and I. And in real time, it was kind of really interesting and fun to vicariously, join you on your AEW journey. So thank you for keeping us, up to date with your
Yeah,
adventure.
we get to live through you.
Best radio ever. Mm-hmm.
Someone offered me $10,000 for that shoe.
Really?
Yeah, I turned it.
Oh man,
$10,000.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been like, hey, yeah, and then I would have hit him with the shoe and then taken his wallet.
Well, yeah, I would have robbed the shit out of him, but at least made him think he was getting the shoe.
Yeah, I would have hit him in the head and taken his shoe, bro.
I would have taken the shoes off of his feet too, just insult to injury.
Yeah, but I didn't have Joe with me. You know, if I'm gonna do something like that, I need backup. You know.
No, you don't need backup. You need a fall guy.
You're right. Yes.
Joe's not a good fall guy.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
Yeah, Joe gets back up. Never going to keep him down.
That's a great point.
Around and hurt you.
Well, because he drinks a whiskey drink and a lager drink.
I mean, what do you expect? He's from Boston.
And a cider drink.
I was trying to find that picture.
Songs that remind you of the best times.
You know, my kids have said that song to me randomly, and I'm like, well, how do you know about this? Fucking, why do they know about this?
Yeah, it's funny when those things come creeping back up every couple of years, and it's like a brief little trend of 80s, 90s, even 70s sometimes, but more 80s and 90s of like little blasts of nostalgia. Yeah, some people get into like Britney or the Backstreet Boys or Wham, you know, something.
And I remember my mother would do that. Like, I'd bring something up, and then she'd be like, "How do you know about that?" Like, so it's like. That feels like that just always happens because your parents can't believe that you went back, like that you know about something they listened to or they heard when they were younger. Like, so I get it, but it's just like when. But Dan, you know, what a fun time you must have had over at AEW.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest. I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Donos.
An underrated part of that segment with MJF and Darby is that Wardlow wasn't even aware of MJF and Spears doing that entrance fake out they did. The whole thing made it seem like he was a big idiot, and I can't wait for him to turn on MJF. It will be amazing.
Yeah, they've been adding to that very, very nicely. I know, Joe, we didn't get to talk about it recently, but this has been one of the highlights for me. Is MJF's character and how he was like, oh, you guys can borrow, I forget who it was, but he lent the Pinnacle to somebody, and wasn't it Andrade or FTR or something like that? And, you know, it just kind of continues onwards where he's like, you know, these guys are just my lackeys. That's it. And he's above them, and something's going to happen. You know, the shoe's going to fall off, pun intended, and we'll see where it goes. But
yeah, and then he can really probably potentially have a good little, you know, run with Wardlow that finally allows
a really
Wardlow...
good run. But I hope they kind of get away from doing just this one match thing. I know people are tired of rematches, but it'd be nice to get one every now and again to let a feud continue.
My only concern is...
The only times they do it with Jericho and Orange Cassidy, you know?
Well, yeah. Yeah,
not the matches we really want to see.
I hope that Wardlow can hang on the promos. That's the only thing, or a little bit. You know, that's the only thing I'd be worried about is, you know, Wardlow needs to be like,
hire you to talk for Lord Wardlow.
Yeah, that'd be great. AEW could hire me to talk for Wardlow. That'd be really good. I could really talk some shit.
Leo Rush to talk for Dante Martin.
Yeah,
but who really wants Leo Rush talking?
Yeah,
I do. I would want him to be a manager over wrestling. I loved him with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah,
really?
He does.
I thought it worked great. And then he cut some of the best stuff on Raw that wasn't on Raw.
Yeah.
Him and Bobby used to make these, you know, promos and vignettes in the back on their cell phone. They'd record it, upload it to Twitter, and that was some of the best stuff of the night that they didn't use on Raw. And it always baffled me because that was some of the most compelling things that they had, and they did nothing with it. He made Bobby Lashley look like a total star. He was a great mouthpiece and a hype man. Lashley, like he got the crowd so much heat off of that.
Yeah, he really did do a good job. I mean, this is like
MVP's great too, and I think MVP works better now. But
that's what
he was good in his role.
Vince wanted Adam Cole to do that, and that's why it's sort of like that thing where it's like I understand it worked with some other guys, so I can see, but Adam Cole is just too much of a in his prime.
Adam Cole's too much of a talent. I mean, we already heard how Triple H was upset and wanted Keith Lee to stay, you know, in NXT for as long as possible. That Triple H did everything he could to keep Keith Lee down in NXT, and then unfortunately, they had to take him. Keith Lee was talking with, of all people, Ryan Satin when he brought this up and said that, Triple H did everything he could, but it just didn't work out in the end. He said, I won the NXT championship, and then in 6 weeks I had to go. So
that is crazy shit, bro. That is nuts. And let me, this one's been waiting a little bit here, but I finally got it. I think.
You donated $50. I'm gonna take my dick out because you donated $50. You donated $50, motherfucker boy. I'm a
Renegade Joe Compton tipped $50. Good to see the two sexiest guys I know. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you, Renegade. $50 coming in from fucking Renegade. Absolutely. Thank you for serving our fucking country, Renegade. I salute you, you cocksucker. Now, what's up, Joe Compton? Thank you, man. Holy shit. And I love you, dude. Thank you, man. Good to hear from you, my friend. I mean, if we're that sexy, well, let's leave our wives. Let's get with Joe Compton, and let's just have a three-way.
He's on to something. Pico just said, do you and I ever wife swap? I said weekly, but we leave our wives out of it.
Yeah. Like, listen.
We just swap. Spit, semen, fluids, all of it.
I'll take care of your wife if you die.
There we go.
Just saying that. I'll drive down there. I'll give Danny her, paycheck,
Here we
residual.
Go. Hey, I told you, I'll send you the extended porn. Just got to sign up.
Mm-hmm. I will. I'll take care of you. I don't think it's bad. Like, he's his friend's wife, and now he's macking her. No, I've taken care of her, like the way my friend would want me to do that.
Exactly. I'd want you to keep her satisfied.
That way, some other person doesn't try to fall in love with her or something. I just stop by for the orgasm, and I try to. And when I'm done, I look up at the sky and I go, "I hope Jake. I hope I did it. I hope she's happy with that, man. I tried.
Yeah, I did it for you.
Yep. And then I go home and slap Leah. Thank you, Renegade, for the $50.
That would make me happy. Nothing would make me happier.
Exactly. And some of the skin we cut off of yours that we keep, and I'd mold it into a penis. And
I was going to say just use it as a weighted blanket, but I like the penis add-on idea.
Yes.
Give you a couple extra inches, and then you could say you're actually bringing me into the bedroom.
And thanks to Soundwave 92 before that, man. That was
Did you
good.
just donate to Joe?
The black guy.
Did you just donate to Joe?
Which one?
Thank you for the donation.
The black guy.
Oh.
I'm going to fist myself in the bunghole.
Oh, I guess I got to read this one. How do you feel about Charlotte? They took her off the next couple of events. Yeah, we really haven't talked about this yet.
That's where we were headed into next, so perfect timing.
Backstage saying she's hard to work with. Well, no shit. I think she's overrated and shouldn't have 12 championships. I think Charlotte is great, and I think she should be she's a top of the thing. But I would not think that Charlotte has won 12 titles at this point. I would think she's around her fifth. So it is retarded how
that's how it feels. That's how it should be. But they inflated some of the numbers too. But really, realistically, probably only about 3 reigns were inflated, where she had a very, very short title run, or she was cashed in on quickly. And Deadspin put out an article yesterday, and the title of the article says, "Boy, Charlotte Flair sounds like a barrel of kittens." That's literally the article on Deadspin. And they said backstage drama in professional wrestling is part of the charm. It usually finds its way to the on-screen storytelling and, art imitates life. Okay, but they make a great point about that. But then they actually get into the nitty-gritty of how Charlotte is difficult. She views herself as irreplaceable, and the recent firings have shown us anything. No one is irreplaceable. Bray Wyatt and, Braun Strowman had top billed roles at WrestleMania this year, and bye-bye, they're gone. No one is irreplaceable. Even Roman Reigns and John Cena at this point in time. Everyone is replaceable in the WWE.
Hey, Jake.
Yes.
Do you think Charlotte, I feel like Charlotte's kind of entitled. Do you think if she didn't have the name Flair, people would be calling her difficult to work with?
Yes.
Yes, but I think she would have not gotten as far as she did without the Flair name. She's still excellent. She still deserved what she's gotten, but sadly the way the wrestling business works, if she had the same attitude she does now, she would have never have gotten as far as she did off of work ethic alone.
Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah. I mean,
But you know what though? Charlotte never would have gotten into this business if it wasn't for her family being in the business. That's what makes her. That's what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
You know, she wouldn't be wrestling. She's wrestling because, you know, her brother lost his dream, and then she decided, well, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to try this.
Yeah, and she did copyright her own name. I mean,
yeah, I think she's built herself up. I think WWE has built her up, that she's the greatest ever, and she's also built up in her mind that she's kind of the greatest ever. And
yeah,
now,
she bought into the hype they built.
Exactly. I think they set her up for this, and now when they do things that don't make sense for her and her character and how good she's supposed to be, she goes, well, what are you doing? But I think at
she
this
loses
point,
her mind in those points because she feels like she should be the top star. So when she's not the main focus, she loses her her mind essentially. And like you said, I can't fully blame her. One WrestleMania, they have her descending down in a helicopter in the main event, from the rafters with every bit of pyro ever, and here she is, and she's not worried about not winning either. She doesn't always have to win. She's fine with putting people over. It's just she has to be in that main event scenario and doing these type of things.
She doesn't want to be there, by the way, too. That's the thing. She's acting out because she doesn't want to be there. She's angry that she has to be here. That's why.
And she still has, I think, 3.5 years on her contract at this point in time.
Right. She wants to be with Andrade, and she's pissed off that she's not with him.
It would take 90 seconds if they fire her for her to be hired by AEW. Tony would jump at that, no doubt about it. 90-day no complete or not, she would be set in a second. That's what she wants here. It kind of seems like that's her end goal, where if she makes them let her go, then she can get out of her contract.
Yeah, this isn't going to end for her.
I don't see them letting her go. They with her, because they know she's so viable elsewhere. I don't think WWE was that worried. They know Braun isn't a real needle mover. Bray is a big name, but he was also someone that they viewed as difficult to work with, and he was costing them a lot of money. So, hey, we'll move on. But with Ashley here,
a lot of money because they keep fucking up with him.
A little bit of everything. So, and here, lo and behold, she's worth a lot of money, but how much is she worth to them? I think they would rather sit on her and do nothing than utilize her just out of principle for her going elsewhere.
Yeah.
They'll keep her from going to AEW just to keep her from being at AEW, basically.
They've put so much into her. But then again, they put so much into Wyatt, and look what happened there. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I think, that they just, at this point, as great as someone like Ruby Soho is, she's not as big a name as Charlotte Flair. And Ashley Flair would be a huge deal in AEW. And they need more credible women contenders in that division, so that would be a massive game changer for them.
And the last time we saw Ruby Soho, in my opinion, we saw her have a terrible match with somebody. Sheeta, maybe? Oh no, it was
the bunny.
That was terrible.
I think it was the bunny or Penelope, one of the two.
Get rid of the bunny and Penelope Ford. I mean, Penelope Ford's wicked hot, but they suck in the ring. Oh my God. They they are awful in the ring.
Yeah, unfortunately, and AEW is still rather filled with quite a few of those female talent that are just
they should be like Penelope,
based on looks. Sadly,
Penelope Ford can sell a little bit sometimes when it comes to taking a punch and falling over and flipping out of the ring and things like that. Penelope can do that. It's pretty cool, and she looks hot as hell. She's such a great valet or great manager type or something. She's entertaining. I want them to keep her. But Allie or the bunny, it's like I don't
guys cut the women's roster on AEW.
What was that?
Cut?
Who would I get rid of?
Yeah,
I get rid of the bunny. Number one, I don't know what the fuck she does. What is the bunny? What does Allie do?
All right, so here we go. I would get rid of the bunny and Big Swole. I would get rid of Emi Sakura.
Oh, for sure, Amy Sakura doesn't need to be there. Yeah.
Yeah,
sweetheart person, sweetheart of a person, not.
Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of Leva Bates because you still need somebody to lose. Even though I don't think she's even wrestling. She wrestled 3 matches this year.
I don't even understand. Yeah,
Layla Hirsch is all right. Nyla Rose, I would keep. Yeah, I'd get rid of Penelope Ford.
I should have been the librarian too. That fucking bitch. I would have put that thing over.
I'm not crazy about Red Velvet, but I would still keep her. I'd get rid of Riho. I don't care for Riho at all. That's just me. I know she's not bad in the ring, but she's so tiny. I'm not into the Joshi stuff.
Get Riho.
Yeah,
that really ruined that. That ruined that women's title for the first, because people didn't believe it really that much, and oh my god! And after that, it was like they built
her matches were just never good.
They built her like Superman though. Like she just beats everyone and underdoggy. I don't know.
Because then we have Red Velvet, Soho, Deeb, Tay Conti, Thunder Rosa, and Sakazaki. So
I did not like Allie in Impact either. I hated her in Impact.
I wasn't crazy about her there either for what I did see, which wasn't much.
She's got something, and she looks good, and it's just looks. I think she's a good person. I just don't get it. What they're doing with her sucks. And she doesn't wrestle well.
I really enjoy Britt Baker. So
Britt is actually hit or miss in the ring sometimes, but she's pretty. But she's
if she has the right opponent, she can give you a great match.
Yes,
she just needs someone to carry her through.
Yeah, we know her and Thunder Rosa killed it.
Yeah, but she's had good matches with quite a few of the stars if she can have the right opponent. I feel like she needs someone that's a bit more of a ring general to kind of lead her to that better match.
Yeah.
Because, if not, she ends up getting concussed and getting her ass kicked. That seems to be more often the case.
I think she can have a match with anybody now. But unfortunately, it's just her style too. It's not even that. It's just her style does better with somebody who knows what they're doing. But if she gets in there with someone slow and awkward and weird, then she usually isn't able to save it, really. Where Thunder Rosa might be able to save it with somebody, and so couldn't maybe Deeb. But Sheeta's another one where she's good sometimes too, but she's got to be in there. It's weird, but then Sheeta's in there sometimes, and she's terrible. It's 50-50. So with all of them, it's kind of all over the place. Is this a dono coming in? Oh, yes.
Here we go.
6.
Frog off.
Yo, what up, 6535? Oh shit, I think he's referencing something I said to him on Twitter earlier. Yeah, he is. What did I say to him? Fuck, what did I say to you earlier, 6? Not even remember the reference. Something to do with a number though. Let me see if I can find it. God damn it, 6. I said something like fucking take a look at this, 6, or something like that. Now I don't remember what it was. And he wrote 7. Something to do with that. Fucking goddamn it. Now it's going to bother me all night. 6, what up? Thank you, man.
Yeah, as we used to get all tag team wrestling, it felt like at one point in time in Dynamite and AEW. Now I feel like we hardly get any.
Well,
and,
what do you know?
Right.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a new member.
We're not seeing them at all.
And I got a member in my pants.
Oh, shit. Yo, 6, not only did he donate $7 in reference to something that I no longer remember, but he also said Glock o'clock, baby. Thank you, 6, for becoming a member. He's already a $25 producer, or actually it might be $30-something producer, 6 is. Thank you, 6. It's the end of the month, man, and I appreciate that you were here, that you came back to support in a producer role, bro. Thank you so much, man. It's almost fucking the end of the month, too, man. New month on Patreon. New Meant to Offend. It's Halloween. Sunday night. Kids
you told him he rated her boobs a 7. That's what it was.
Oh, that's right. The titties.
The titties.
What's up, Dan?
Not much. I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think about the rumors that WWE fucked up the new 2K22 game with all the releases?
Wait, they fucked up.
Well, we know that to be true. It's not even a rumor. I mean, they said that half of their planned DLC was people that they released. So
they
had to go ahead and the Bronson Reed was one of the first DLC characters they had coming out, and he's gone. So what are they gonna? How are they gonna sell people on? It's not a Stone Cold, so people aren't gonna buy Bronson Reed now that he's gone.
But come on, he's super rare now. Now he's not even in the company. This is huge. It should still work, right?
It should, but in theory. But in hindsight, when they've tested it with a few things like that, it's never worked out well.
You're going to have to find out tomorrow night on Monetize This if Gar Crust has the belt.
I will be checking the post office again tomorrow. Apparently, he said I have something coming. I have a package arriving. I did get a tracking number, so we'll see what arrives.
What if it's a bomb?
Could be a bomb. Could be, a package filled with COVID. At my luck.
Package full of cock. That'd be really just a bunch of dicks.
Now I'd be happy.
Listen, I know that we came on here tonight. Go ahead, Dan. Dan, give us a goodbye. Tell us the last thing and before we let you go.
Okay. I wanted to say thanks for having me on the show, Joe.
I love you, brother.
To do it with you,
I'll do it with you anytime you want.
Hey, we live in the same state, so it's very doable.
That's true. You know what? Me, you, and Schlong's View, we could all fuck each other.
I'll film it.
That's true.
I'll bring my tripod.
We could do it on Pornhub.
We could do it right now.
That's my dick.
We could do it right now, baby. You want this thick pickle suck? But listen, yeah, we went longer than I expected tonight. We were going to go from 10 till about 11:30, 12 tonight. We went a little bit later, and part of it is obviously
we were going to go from 10 to 10:02.
Well, I think we're still here, Dan. What's up? Oh, I think Dan fucked up his shit. All right, Dan. We'll love you, brother. Hit me up later. We'll do a little podcast together soon. I think he fucked his shit up. Sorry, Dan. But yeah, that's it, man. I'll see you tomorrow night for Monetize This. It should be a interesting night tomorrow night on Monetize This. Friday night, baby.
It will be. Belt or no belt, the Monetize This title will be on the line. Even if I have to, as we said, use the out of nowhere title supplied by Sith motherfucking Negan, the immortal legend himself. We're going to have a title night tomorrow on Monetize This.
Big title night. Big title night. Big sort of dedicate to a Real Talk tomorrow night where it all began. Real Talk calling Monetize This back in fucking 2014.
Yeah, rest in peace to the Metaphor Messiah. I'm still just so heartbrokenly shocked. It doesn't feel like it's real.
Oh yeah, no, it's this is the strangest thing ever.
Yeah, as we said before, with certain people's passings, like Larry Funk, I always had the idea in the back of my mind, like, oh, he may not be with us.
Well, there was always a joke that is he dead? We thought he was dead.
Yeah,
like Larry's
he disappeared for a while. But with this, I mean, he has new music coming out still in like 6-7 days.
Yeah, and he was really hyped about it. He had told us about it. And it's more it's the past of he's always been around saying hi once in a while, and just he's one of the original people to call this show. I mean, this guy became friends with so many people because he found my wrestling stream. I mean, and I feel bad for the people that were closer to him because I have so many things to do. I'm not close. I wasn't close with him like some people were close with him. Like my former co-hosts like Tommy C and stuff like that were so close to him. Like those people, I feel bad. They're probably worse than me. I know that I was crying the other day, but I mean, they got to be way worse because they were real close. Whereas with me, it was a flyby once in a while. Hey man, how you been? Here's what I'm doing. Hey Joe, man, like that sort of conversation. But you get used to seeing someone like that every once in a while, and so that it just tears me up, man. But it's just awful, and I feel bad for all the people that really were on a day-to-day still friends, like every day with him. Like I talk to him once every couple months or something. So those people that were really friends with him, I feel bad for. And, this show obviously is where we all kind of first started talking to him. And so it just sucks, man. And I don't want to get into it again or I'll just fuck myself up again tonight. But so good night. And we'll see you tomorrow for Monetize This. And Jake DeMarco.
Title night. It'd be a big night. Rest in peace, Real Talk. And Metaphor Messiah.
Jake has a big, gigantic cock.
You know it, baby. Stay sexy, everybody.
Stay sexy, you beast. And shout out to good night, Jake Kisses, brother. Hit me up. And oh shit, we got something coming in though as we were about trying to get off here. No.
Belly, you cunt!
6. Oh my god.
Frog off.
Don't forget I want that song on Patreon, Joe. I've been waiting, and RIP Real Talk gone at a young age.
Jesus, Adrian. Yeah, it is terrible. Wait a minute, what song was that, 6? Oh, no, I'll check the DMs. I'll find it. 6. I know, this guy's been waiting. 6 has been waiting for something from me for like fucking like days. Like, in fact, I told you to remind me about it, and then you did. And then I forgot again. What was it? Oh, here it is.
Oh, no.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I haven't found it yet. Single day I know I don't need to be loved by you. I'm trying to find that. I am trying to find that still. I know I've got it somewhere. I've been looking for that. That's the Miley Cyrus cover thing. I wonder if I can fucking find it. I'm gonna look right now. Six. Thanks for the $5. God damn it, where is it? And thanks to everybody for telling me about the Sinclair hack, because I didn't even know about that. I've been so out of the loop. Thanks for the sales question too, Jack. I did, and I actually didn't answer it on Meant to Offend, but on Meant to Offend, the next episode, I'm getting really tired right now. I'm gonna answer that sales question. I heard your fucking people send me their fucking sales things. If you're in sales, people send me their sales things now. He said the most common thing he gets is that I'm going to think about it. That's the worst, isn't it? I'm going to think about it. I love that one. I always answer that differently, but it's always, hey, well, yeah, it sounds pretty good. I'm going to think about it, though. Yeah, I mean, listen, you think about it all day, tomorrow, the next day, whatever. But the fact of the matter is the fact that you're going to think about it means that you're not sure about something, and maybe I've got the right answer for that, maybe I don't, but what is it that you're not sure of? And then people will say usually, I just got to think about the whole thing because, it's a little bit more than we were expecting to spend. Okay, what were you expecting to spend? And then you just dig at it, man, and you'll find you'll eventually get to the right shit, I was expecting to spend like $200 less. And it's like, okay, well, if we could put it on, if we could finance it, would that help? And then if they say like, no, it doesn't matter. It's just too much. It's more than we expected. And then I go back to asking him questions like, okay, well, you said you couldn't go with the other one because of this, and you hate this, right? And right now you're having this trouble, this thing, and this is going to do that for you, right? And then I go through all the things that they wanted about it, like whatever the thing was. Like, okay, so you're not going to have leaks anymore. You're not going to have the wood breaking down. You're not going to have an ugly house. It's not going to be done by subcontractors. Things like that, and you run through whatever it is. And I'm still looking for the song 6. And then you basically get them to make sure they agree with everything. Okay. So you like everything. So if the money was right, would you go today? We have a deal right now. If the money was right, it's $300 less, which is what you wanted. And right now the money is right. We're going to make a deal. Yeah. So it's just the money. So that's if you don't know it's the money. But then if you know I'm doing 3 things at once right now. I'm sorry. But I just keep circling around. Then if you can make that happen money-wise for them, make it happen. And then after that, if they're still saying it's about the money and you've confirmed that they want to go with you, but it's really about the money, it might really be about the money. Right? It might actually be about the money. And then say to them, well, what's your situation? What are you worried about with the money? And find out. And then they'll tell you. Oh, I don't have any money. Or something. They'll tell you. Can't find it, man. I'm still looking. What the fuck is this? Oh, damn. Oh, 6 with the 1985 donation instead of 1984. 1 cent off from the, I'm going to fucking leave this briefcase right here. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, you don't want to mention money normally, though. Yeah, you don't want to mention it. I can't fucking find this thing. I'm looking for it. You don't really want to mention money, yeah. You want to stick to you want to stick to the pain and the features and the benefits and what's paining them and how you're going to solve their pain for them. But if you get down to it and they really don't have the money, I mean, You know, you're going to find out that they're not lying to you. But usually they're lying. They're just like, oh, I gotta think about it. Why? I said that once. I go, why? And like when I first started back in the day, and it's like, you don't want to do that. Don't say that. Just agree with them. Say like, yeah, of course you do. Of course you got to think about it. Yeah, I mean, listen, most people that come in here that ended up doing business with me, they all had to think about it, you know, at some point, you know, and that's what we're doing now. But all right, I don't see it. Shit, I'm still looking for it. Oh, look at this guy making it rain. Oh, there it is. Oh.
Frog off.
Oh my God. Hiya.
My bad.
My bad. And then it didn't work anyway. What the fuck? And then it didn't fucking work anyway. What the fuck, bro? He does it and then it still doesn't play. What is that about? That is so fuck six. Thank you, Six. What is going on? We're trying to end the show and fucking bombs are coming in. What the hell's going on right now? Thank you, Six. I'm going to leave this briefcase right here. Let me see if I can find it here. I'm looking for it, man. Is this it?
I'm gonna leave this briefcase
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here. I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here.
6.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here.
Oh, what we ruined it?
I'm gonna leave this briefcase
there we go.
right here.
Come on.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here.
No, seriously, come on.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here. I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here.
Come on.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here. Son, run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fucking fat bitch.
They should have put Bobby with Leo versus Brock with Paul.
Come on.
Know your damn life.
Thank you, 6. And now coming in is Chris Dominguez.
Run, you fat bitch.
Chris Dominguez says they should put Bobby with Leo and versus Brock with Paul. Bobby and Leo versus Brock with Paul. Leo who? Oh, Leo Rush? Yeah, Bobby Lashley with Leo Rush. Wait. Or they should have, or they should now? I mean, Leo Rush is in AEW, so they can't do that now. I'm assuming you mean they should have done that. Oh, you did say that. You said they should have put Bobby with... Yes, that's right. Because, yeah, he was great. I mean, dude, he surprised us all. Like, he was great. Leo Rush was great as a manager. You know, and it's weird because he's a good wrestler. He's a very damn fun, good wrestler. But something about Leo Rush, it just... He wasn't connecting on that superstar level, but it felt like he could get to superstar level as a manager, which you wouldn't think that, and I'm sure he didn't plan his career that way, and none of us thought of that, and all of a sudden, there he is kicking ass as a manager. You know, and so you got to give it up for Leo Rush for pulling that off, man. Like, as a wrestler, even though he's like fucking crazy and he does all the flip-flopping and he looks awesome and shit, I didn't love him as that. He just didn't, you know, he was really good though at times, and he's damn good in a way, but it's just not my style. You know, there's so many flippy floppies that whatever. He gets lost in the mix to me. But as a manager, he stood out as like, oh, this guy can do that. Like, he is like above many of the other people. So, in my opinion, so that's the thing that really opened a lot of people's eyes, I think, man. Man, thank you, 6, for all the bonus shit tonight. Man, that was fucking crazy. Thank you, brother. Jake, you get a paycheck tonight, brother. Can you believe it? Thank you so much, man. That's so nice of you guys. Thank you so much. I really do. We love you guys. thank you for the support tonight, and always as you do. And I apologize that I'm so tired all the time recently with working my double shifts and then doing this and then trying to see the kids and stuff. It's very wild time. But it's appreciated big time, man. Thank you. Remember when WWE had no black champions, right? I mean, they're super diverse now. WWE super diverse. Chris Dominguez, thank you. 6, everybody else, and of course Shell for, with all her eye issues and medical issues, comes out tonight to drop a Shell bomb. Super sweet of her. Soundwave 92, man, thank you so much for the picks the other day too, and everything else you brought to the table. You guys are the best, and I think we're really ending the show. Do you guys remember when I did cringy stand-up? You guys remember when I did cringy stand-up? And I told everybody that I'm writing 2 books. I told everybody in the audience, I said, hey, listen, I'm writing 2 books, and I'm going to be famous because of these books. And so I won't be doing this stand-up stuff for long. And worst fucking jokes, but super cringe. Let's laugh at this as we go off the air.
The first book is going to be called How to Rob a Bank and Only Have to Kill Less Than 20 Civilians. The other one's going to be a little bit more personal to me. It's called I Once Had Money, Now I've Got AIDS. So I don't think a lot of people will buy that one, but I mean, it's close to my heart, and the people that buy it will...
Jesus Christ. I once had money, now I've got AIDS. That could come true. I love you all. I had a good fucking day today, man. I really did. I'm just wicked tired right now. Had a great day. Great wrestling talk here. Thanks to Jake. Hit him up on Twitter at Countdown Ended. I'm at JCS Commentary. Tomorrow night, it's Monetize This. Find out if Jake has the belt or not, and if Garguts needs to die. Plus, a new belt is coming, potentially. I haven't heard from the Lord himself, Sith Negan, but he's out there somewhere, and he's stumbling around, and he's doing something weird, and who knows what the fuck it is. And shout out to Guz for buying me an awesome video game that I haven't been able to play yet, but I will be able to play soon, and I'll come down there and I'll come in your pumpkin, Guz. Love you all. You the best. And I'll see you tomorrow. For Monetize This.
I'm doing that right. It's time to switch the part. I'm proud to be straight. I'm happy to be straight. I love the women. I love the ladies. I love the chicks. I love the tits, the ass, and the pussy. I don't do dudes.
Big dick,
okay?
Dick energy.
Respect that. I was.
Looks like my little lass needs a shave.
Die, you fat asshole!
I'm coming for you.